right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Happy Friday, everybody. Yes, it is Friday. It is the weekend. Close to it. Not quite yet the weekend, but we're getting there. Just a day away. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far today. We are seeing a little bit more overcast skies during this morning here. And however, it's supposed to clear up. Yes, it's supposed to clear up a little bit more so here throughout the rest of this week. Also all the way through till next week as well too. So that is very nice. Now we are going to be seeing here, we're going to be seeing the temperatures pretty much staying within the 70s, sometimes even up into the 80s into next week too. So that's something to prepare for. Going to be kind of a little bit warmer, but not too bad. This morning, currently right now, we're at 62 degrees. We are going to be seeing a high of 71 degrees today. So definitely feeling a little bit more like it's fall time outside today, of course. We're still seeing the leaves continuing to change as it is October 4th, still in the early stages of October, but nonetheless still in full swing of fall in terms of the month. But temperature-wise, I wish it was in the 60s all the time during this time. But you know what? Can't complain because it's supposed to be nice and sunny outside as we get closer throughout the day, and then also pretty much all through the weekend and next week too. So that's going to be nice. I think it did rain a little bit last night. We did get a little bit of a drizzle, but for today, we are going to be seeing a high of 71. It is predicted to be nice and clear as we get into tonight. For Friday night, we see a low of 52 degrees, so a low of 52. As we head on into Saturday for the weekend, we see a prediction of mostly sunny, high of 81 degrees. We're going to be seeing it getting into the temperatures of the 70s, more so as we get into the afternoon. So if you're much more of an early bird riser, if you do want to enjoy the very crisp air, definitely more so within the very early morning, around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, around that time, 9 o'clock, is we're going to feel that crisper air, or also later into the night as well. We see a low of 56 degrees as we get into Saturday night. For the afternoon and a little bit early evening, it is going to be in the 70s, higher 70s range with a high of 81 at its peak. For Saturday tomorrow, low of 56 degrees as we get into Saturday night. Sunday rolls around here. We do see a high of 73, low of 42 degrees, nice and sunny throughout the day with clear skies as we get into Sunday night, dropping down to a low of 42 degrees, a nice cool night for sure. As we get into next week here, we're going to be seeing for Monday, mostly sunny outside, high of 69 degrees, pretty much staying within the 50s and 60s, very early morning and later in the nighttime, especially into the very late night. We see a low of 43, so it's definitely going to feel like fall time as we get into Monday, having a high of 69 degrees with a low of 43 degrees as we get into Monday night. Tuesday rolls around, we start to see mostly sunny or pretty much sunny skies all around. We do see a high of 73 degrees, so we see the temperature rising a little bit here. But for that night, it is dropping down to a low of 41 degrees, so definitely a nice cool night for sure. That's going to be coming up for Tuesday. We head on into Wednesday. Wednesday is sunny skies, another beautiful day, high of 72 degrees, dropping down to a low of 45 degrees as we get into Wednesday night. When it's like in the highs of the 70s, but then like in the early morning and later in the day, more towards nighttime, it's like in the 60s. It's kind of like, okay, now what do I wear today? Do I wear long sleeves? Do I wear short sleeves? Because I'm going to be cold in the morning, but then of course, and I'll be, fine in the afternoon when it's the peak time. Or of course I wear long sleeves and I'm nice and ready for the weather for the morning and then later into the night. But then in the peak time, it's like, okay, I gotta, then I'm going to get warm. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of, when it's in the 70s in the fall time, it's kind of like when it's like the high of 70, but in the very early morning, it's chilly. And then at very late at night, it's chilly. It's like, what should I do? Well, I wear long sleeves anyway. I don't care because it's fall. So there you go. And it's a nice day outside today too. A little bit chillier out today is what we're seeing here. So Again, lower temperatures in the very early morning and also late at night, kind of slowly rising to make a hill, as we're seeing here physically, if you're trying to picture it that way with temperatures. So that's for Wednesday. Thursday rolls around. We are going to be seeing a high of 80 degrees, but a low of 51. A low of 51. So we're going to be seeing hitting it into the 80s, roughly around 4 o'clock or so. That's kind of when I've been noticing the temperatures rising a little bit more, is more towards the middle of the afternoon or so. Other than that, it pretty much is in the 60s or so, just the right type of temperatures for me. So that's coming up for Thursday. And then we see for Friday here, mostly sunny, high of 80 degrees. And then a low of 52. And the reason why I go into more grand detail about this here too is just because we've been seeing here again earlier in the morning feeling much more like fall, and at the night, and then in the middle kind of feeling like summer summer fall ish or so. So, and then I go, of course, that depends also if we happen to get a nice little wind breeze coming through too. So just kind of depends. And of course it depends on the individual too. Do you get warm pretty easily, or are you like, I've got to bundle up because I'm cold all the time? So kind of just depends, but that's what we're going to be seeing temperature wise. Not going to be stifling hot outside. So that's good. Those are the temperatures and weather that's predicted for the rest of this week and also into next week as well too. Now let's take a look here. We've got here some inspirational stories brought to you by sunnyskies.com. Also fun and amazing stories as well here too. So yesterday we did read a little bit about the explanation for why food expires. There was a funny little explanation there. The person was in first person of bacteria, I guess. So let's take a look at some inspirational stories, some good inspirational stories here. Now, this is by a user by the name of Joseph J. Mazzella. He always writes some very heartfelt, inspirational stories as well, too. He also, I would say, also gives a lot of glory to God here, too. So this is Joseph Mazzella, user of sunnyskies.com. He writes a lot of very poetic, inspirational stories, too. So this is called Don't Keep Score. This was written a couple days ago. There was a couple lineups of things, but I usually like to read just one a day here to kind of start off the day. So this is what he wrote. I had a friend and neighbor once who was a real, quote, scorekeeper. She had grown up learning neither a borrower nor a lender be. Every favor or act of kindness done to her then had to be paid for either in cash or in kind. Once when I mowed her lawn, I forgot to tell her when I was done. She followed me to my house to pay me. I could see that living this way, always having to keep score, always having to have the books of her life perfectly balanced caused her a lot of stress, but she continued to live this way even with the misery it caused her. And then he writes here to continue on saying, my own parents grew up not wanting to take charity either, but as poor as they were still often helped. They still often helped others. Mom and Nana would make special foods to share and give away vegetables from our garden, while Dad would often do chores for someone in need. And when they did so, I always felt a special spark in their eyes and joy in their smiles. Then one night our home caught fire and burned to the ground. We all survived but lost everything we owned. We were devastated, homeless, and without hope. But the next day help arrived. The whole community rallied around us in love. They brought us food and clothes, found us a temporary place to stay, and helped my dad finance a new home for us to live in. There was no way that we could ever repay their kindness. There was no way we could ever repay their love, yet I soon saw that no one expected us to, because in the faces of each person who helped us, there were those same sparkling eyes and joyful smiles. You see, when it comes to love, God doesn't want us to keep a score. He loves us more than we can ever repay. So don't keep score then. Just love. Very nice. Nice inspirational story. Thank you to Joseph. He's a pretty active user here on sunnyskies.com. So always writes those great inspirational stories. Of course, many other users out there do as well. You can even submit your own story if you'd like by going to sunnyskies.com. And yeah, it's just a good feel-good website to go to. All good news, inspirational for sure. The time is almost 10:17. I'm going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We'll be back. For local information and fun times in the mornings, listen to Marky B and Larry Jones on The First Shift.
And when at Christmas time and Thanksgiving time, Brian has these little competitions. People ring up and they gobble like a turkey, and whoever gets the most votes for the best gobble off, they win a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Really? That's a great idea. That's a great radio contest. Derek has given us some great ideas here.
That's
Larry.
right. Yeah.
It's The First Shift, weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on WRMN.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Microsoft has new computers that put AI first, this special category called Copilot Plus PCs. They have minimum specs plus a chip just for AI. The company unveiling the first Surface devices with the designation, powered by Qualcomm chips, not Intel. One notable AI feature is called Recall. It lets your computer remember everything you do so that you can find files, images, and websites later. More tech news tips on Rich on Tech.
Every Saturday from 1 to 4, right here on WRMN.
Hi, this is Sue with Newman's Corner Pub in Hampshire, Illinois. Are you looking for the perfect hangout spot? Swing by Newman's Corner Pub right at the corner of 72 and State Street in Hampshire. Enjoy fantastic drinks, live music, and a fun crowd that makes every visit special. Test your luck with our hot slots and our Queen of Hearts drawing every Saturday at 3 p.m. Challenge your friends to darts or pool while you're here. Newman's Corner Pub, where every day feels like a weekend. Visit us at Route 72 and State Street in Hampshire. That's Newman's Corner Pub, your new favorite spot.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Friday morning. We're still in the 10 o'clock hour, so it's the middle of the morning. We're starting to see the clouds kind of go away a little bit now here as we see some sunshine peeping in through here now within the downtown Elgin area. Wherever you might be in the Fox River Valley or wherever you might be, hopefully you're having a good day so far today. Of course, if you'd like to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, it doesn't cost you anything. All you'd have to do is, of course, create a YouTube channel, which is easy through email. And then you can keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and, of course, with WRMN. Speaking of which, keeping you up to date and in the loop, something big is coming up. Yes, and this is coming up later today. Well, I say later today, I mean literally in like 40 minutes. This is a ceremonial groundbreaking that's going to be taking place at 11 a.m. coming up here at the Elgin Sports Complex at 709 Sportsway in Elgin. Now, that's located just south of US Route 20 and east of McLean Boulevard. So This is going to be a lot of fun, of course, breaking breaking ground on expansion. Again, we've talked about this before too. The $21 million expansion plan, in addition to the sports fields, including, of course, new playground, parking areas, walking trails, restroom stop, and more too. The entire article can be found on many different news outlets. Of course, Daily Herald covers it too, but Fox Valley Magazine also did cover it back in September 27th. So if you do want to take a look at this, this is some pretty big news here. The event taking place today at 11 a.m. at the complex located south of US Route 20, east of McLean Boulevard. Again, this is a really cool expansion project, and you can even take a look at some of the Phase 1 rendering that's featured on foxvalleymagazine.com. If you can't find the article, all you have to do is go to foxvalleymagazine.com, click on that keyword search, just even type in Elgin, and it'll come up right away. Anything related to Elgin. It's located under health and beauty under that section there too, but it is definitely big news for sure. So that'll be coming up later today. That'll be at 11 o'clock. I know that Marky B will be out there, so that should be a good time. Later today, it is Dino's Night Out. That show is at least going to be starting at 2 o'clock. And in fact, he's going to have special guest Maria Campata, director of the Parks and Recreation for Elgin. And that's going to be at the 2 o'clock hour. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss out on that great interview that's going to be conducted by Dino himself. That is Dino's Night Out coming up at 2 o'clock today. That is on Friday. So again, he's going to be having Maria Campata on, director of Parks and Recreation for Elgin, discussing this really awesome expansion. So we're definitely looking forward to it. I know many of you as well out there are too. So very good. So that information can be founded. Information can also be founded on elginil.gov under the civics alerts. It's also Daily Herald covered it. Chicago Tribune covered it as well here too. Of course, Fox Valley Magazine and more. So if you want to check out that information, that is posted all over the web too. So very nice. So going to be a good time, of course. Looking forward to that for the ribbon cutting. Definitely so. So if you want to read more information, of course, lots of different newspapers did cover it as well here too. So very nice. Looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Let's see some other things that are also listed here too. We'll go through some of the news on foxvalleymagazine.com, talking a little bit about that. The latest in posting here that I was able to find in news was by Paul of foxvalleymagazine.com, touching base on the West Chicago man that was denied pretrial release after being charged with a fentanyl-related death. So this was posted yesterday onto foxvalleymagazine.com. A 26-year-old West Chicago man was denied pretrial release after being charged with supplying fentanyl to a woman who subsequently died in an overdose. DuPage County State's Attorney Robert Berlin and West Chicago Chief of Police Colin Fleury announced yesterday that Judge Joshua Deedon granted the state's motion to detain the suspect pre-trial after he was charged with one count of drug-induced homicide and one count of delivery of a controlled substance, which is fentanyl, which is a Class 2 felony. According to prosecutors, on June 25th, 2024, at approximately 8:24 p.m., West Chicago police officers were called to the 400 block of West Washington Street, where they found a female lying unresponsive in a bed. She was pronounced dead on the scene. Officers located a blue powdery substance, later identified as fentanyl, on a coffee table near the kitchen area. A pathology report indicated that the victim died of a combination of fentanyl and 7 aminoclosam. I can't pronounce that. Toxicity. Sorry, you know me, I can't pronounce stuff. And the victim had been prescribed this. Prosecutors alleged that the evening before the incident, the suspect went into the victim's residence and supplied her with a fatal dose of fentanyl, which she then ingested. And then there's more information, of course, on the quotes here. The suspect's next court appearance is scheduled for October 28th for arraignment in front of Judge Brian Tellender. So that has been posted. That was yesterday onto foxvalleymagazine.com. I want to take a look here under dining and see if anything has come up here recently. I know we did talk about the month's featured dishes that you can check out. Of course, also the beers of the month. And we shall wait and see what some of the wines of the month will be if that is something they choose to do for the month of October. So there you go. Let's see some fun events coming up here on foxvalleymagazine.com. Brought to you by foxvalleymagazine.com, of course, covering it. Weekends in October is the latest news in events. Blackberry Farm Pumpkin Weekends is here. So let's read a little bit about this here too, because I want to let you know on some fun pumpkin farms to go to for the weekend. The Fox Valley Park District's 55-year-old Living History Museum remains a popular destination throughout the year. Opened on May 1st through till mid-August for general admission, camps, and field trips, Blackberry featured an Early Streets Museum, which is a collection of Fox Valley historical exhibits, and an adventure playground and popular attractions. That included such replicas like replica steam engine train, carousel, pony rides, hay wagon, and also paddle boats as well too. Now, as we get, of course, into October, they are featuring their popular seasonal events of Pumpkin Weekends going on throughout October, and Holiday Express Thursdays through Sundays in December too. So you can prepare a little early for that too. So every fall, just about the time Mother Nature starts to change her outfit, historical Blackberry Farm, and of course, its natural beauty plays host to Pumpkin Weekends. It is a month-long event for families to celebrate the season and to add memories to the digital scrapbook for sure. And of course, also the physical scrapbooks, if you still love doing physical scrapbooking where you print out the pictures, totally fun as well. Pumpkin Weekends are held every Saturday and Sunday in October, along with Columbus Day at Blackberry from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, this gives you an opportunity to roam the park, festively decorated in the spirit of pumpkin season, and of course, enjoy some beautiful unlimited rides on hay wagon, carousel, ponies, paddle boats, and replica steam engine train too. So they actually have an entire list of some fun things coming up here too. So the next one will be coming up tomorrow. They're going to be having a bounce house. October 6th, they're having bubble making. And then you can also take a look at the other list of things that are going to be coming up there too. There's going to be a fun children's concert coming up October 20th, Balloon Artist on the 26th, World's Tallest Scarecrow on the 27th. For more information, you can visit their website at blackberryfarm.info. That's blackberryfarm.info. Very cool. They're located in Aurora. Very nice. They're at 100 South Barnes Road in Aurora. Nice. It should be a fun time, especially since we're in the autumn time, fall time here already. We are into the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors arriving in just a couple seconds. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by Cintas. Naperville gearing up for a festive weekend as Naper Settlement is hosting its annual Oktoberfest starting today and continuing tomorrow. The event promises a variety of traditional German cuisine and an impressive selection of beers inside a giant heated tent. Get more information at napersettlement.org. In a ceremony held October 2nd, Kane County welcomed 11 new volunteers to its Office of Emergency Management. These dedicated individuals took the oath to protect and serve the community in times of crisis. Under the guidance of OEM Director Scott Bajecki, the volunteer team is set to contribute over 13,000 service hours this year alone. The South Elgin Pumpkin Patch Festival is set to take place from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday at 50 West State Street in Elgin. It features face painting, pyramid of hay, pumpkin painting stations, and at 10 a.m., a costume pet parade. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Curdan.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Baseball playoffs on Thursday. The Mets rallied to beat the Brewers 4-2 to advance to the National League Division Series. Pete Alonso ripped a homer in the ninth. It was a 3-run shot off closer Devin Williams to give New York the win. They move on to a best-of-5 division series starting Saturday in Philadelphia against the NL East champion Phillies. The NL Central champion Brewers, who made their 6th playoff appearance in 7 years, still haven't won a playoff series since reaching Game 7 of the 2018 NLCS. Zach Wheeler starts for the Phillies tomorrow. The Mets haven't announced a starter. Other games, the Tigers visit the Guardians. Detroit hasn't announced a starter. Cleveland will go with Tanner Bibby. Garrett Cole starts for the Yankees at home against the Royals and Michael Wacha, while the Padres send Dylan Cease to the mound against Yoshi Yamamoto and the Dodgers. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week. Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. If you want to take a look at our website, of course, I always got to give this promotion here as well. Of course, with WRMN, we are WRMN AM 1410, celebrating 75 years of community broadcasting. If you'd like to take a look at our website, it's WRMN1410.com. That's WRMN1410.com. Of course, you can watch us live on YouTube by hitting the Watch Now section here on our main website. You'll be able to find that there too. Of course, to the right, there is Radio Shopping Show. We do have shopping available online right now too. Our online store doesn't shut down, so feel free to check that out too. Coming up tomorrow on Saturday, we are going to be open in Redemption Center from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. So I encourage you, if you would like to shop in person, you can feel free, of course, to do that. Of course, we also do have our flyers and presentations in there too. Presentations meaning, of course, different local businesses, menus, pamphlets and flyers all put together on our shelves too. So if you'd like to take some for yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. Or if you'd like to add some of your own too, shelves are there. Absolutely, feel free to do that. So very good. You can also, of course, listen to us live through the app. It's available for download on Google Play for Samsung users and on the App Store, the Apple Store for Apple users, iOS users out there. You can also find us on Facebook as well as Instagram, of course, also on YouTube. And you can also click to listen live directly from our website as well, too. Let's continue on here. I wanted to talk about a place here that offers some good food, good healthy food to enjoy. Now, of course, we've been talking about here, and I actually did talk a little bit yesterday on this too, talking a little bit about food trends, especially as we see food food trends are rising more so, becoming more prevalent with nutrition by Gen Z. We've been seeing here food preferences and habits being centered around health, sustainability, and also wellness. Generation Z, more likely to actually follow a diet than older generations, more likely to follow that diet or even just a diet in general. The food choices are often different from millennials. So we're seeing that here too. They're drawn to foods that offer specific health benefits, improving digestion, energy, and also cognitive function. Things that are fresh, organic, and locally sourced foods, which of course you can find later today at the Elgin Market, the downtown Elgin Market, which is coming up today. That is from 3 to 7 o'clock. It's the second to last one. So it's going to be the second to last one because then October 11th will be the official last one for the downtown Elgin Market. So, of course, you can find a lot of those great nutritious foods sold there. 29% of Gen Zers also avoid consuming sugar compared to only about 14% of millennials. Of course, they also look for quick and easy things to fit their styles as well, too. So, they also enjoy burgers, pizza, sandwiches, of course, and more. But definitely seeing a little bit more of a trend when it comes to habits centered around health or eating. So I wanted to encourage you to check out this place, which is called Encourage Nutrition. This is located in South Elgin. Now, Encourage Nutrition is located at 576 Randall Road in South Elgin. And they are open now until 6 p.m. So their hours of operation are, they're actually open every day. So they're open Monday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then Tuesday through Saturday, they're open 6 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. So there's a 12-hour time frame there. And then on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So more towards the weekend. And also on Monday, the hours are kind of shifting a little bit there. But when it comes to Tuesday through Friday, the hours are consistent with it being 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Now, Encourage Nutrition doesn't actually have an official website, as I'm aware of. However, they are available to check out on Facebook as well as here too. Also on Instagram as well. The owner, Andy Renteria, has his own Instagram that does also talk a little bit more about Encourage Nutrition as well too. So if you want to check that out, that's available on Instagram. That you can check out. It is all the good without the guilt, is what they say here. So when you actually take a look at the actual products that they have here, they definitely look kind of unhealthy, but they are actually pretty nutritious. So if you want to check out more information on this, it's on Instagram. So you can find some pretty delicious options. I can't click on it because I'm not on Instagram logged in right now. But if you want to check out what they have, of course, you can view their pictures. Looks like they offer a lot of different smoothies. It does look like they even possibly have some coffee drinks. You can also get teas as well, too, and fruit juices and smoothies. You can also get different fruit bowls as well, featuring yogurt and many other options here, too. They offer a list of coffees. So they do have coffees, which also does include the calorie count. It's roughly 200 to 250 calories, 15 to 24 grams of protein, and then 80 to 100 milligrams of caffeine, it says. So they have a list here, too, that you can actually look at, posted by Encourage Nutrition as a user on Google Maps. You can find them. They did post some pictures here. So you can find some really great stuff here. Now, some of the things, let me go through some of them, that the things that they posted. So we'll start off here with the coffee. The coffee features, they offer flavors like banana caramel, butter pecan, caramel macchiato. You can even do like a cookie latte too. They have pumpkin spiced, ice mocha, pralines and cream, and even salted caramel, and even something called blondie caramel as well too. They do offer some specialties. So specialties including a lot of protein in there, 17 grams of protein. It also does say that there's no added sugar, 85 milligrams of caffeine, and it also helps with hunger control too. So you can get some different specialty drinks here too. They offer a passion fruit drink, what they call their Yellowstone. You can try their Galaxy drink, which is a grape flavor. You can try their Daisy Duke, which is strawberry and watermelon, or even a Casanova sour blue. If you like something pretty in pink is something that they call there. That's one of their drinks names. It's wild berry. Or if you do like a nice, something they call here a storm, they have it as a blackberry flavor. They even have one called Town Square, which is raspberry and blueberry. So they have different flavors as well too. You can also try. They have a drink called Seaville for Carpentersville. That's pretty interesting. Seaville. It's blue raspberry and cranberry. They have a Juliet, which is coconut and raspberry. They have one called Chanel, which is pineapple fandango and strawberry as well. And they have one called Barbie, which is rainbow candy and pina colada. And again, all of these different drinks are infused with a lot of different proteins. You can, of course, probably also mix and match your different orders as well. They have vitamin A, B, C, D, and E in some of these different drinks. It does tell you the amount of protein, different calories, and of course also the fact that a lot of these don't have added sugars, don't have sugars in it too. You can try their loaded teas, which are just 24 calories, no sugar included in there. They have different flavors. You can even do a Jolly Rancher flavored tea. That's pretty interesting. You can try something called Black Magic, which includes sour blue and pomegranate. Their Captain America, which is strawberry and sour blue. You can try even a Sour Patch, pina colada. They have some interesting names here too. They have one called the Mermaid Tea, which is orange and sour blue. You even have one called PG-13, which is sour blue, cherry limeade, and strawberry. So these are some unique names that Encourage Nutrition brings up. So they offer lots of drinks that offer vitamins, energy, and lots of great focus as well too. You can also try their shakes, which offer 24 to 27 in protein there. And it's low fat, low carbs, low sugar in these shakes too. So you can do like an orange cream, you can do a peanut butter pancake. They have pistachio, they have Snickers, tiramisu, cinnamon roll. Oh my goodness, does that sound good? Cookies and cream, French van cappuccino, key lime pie. Got a lot of good ones here too. So if you do want to check out that information that's posted, they have it under Google Maps as kind of like a review. So that's where you'll be able to find it. You can even just look at the pictures there as well too. Some of the drinks look pretty good. And they do say here they're as well that they're known for it being, of course, nutritious and also kind of help fight with hunger. If you're like, you want like a little snack, but not, and you, I don't know, maybe you're a very hungry person. You want something a little bit more to snack on. It'll help you to fill that up too. So if you want to check out more information, you can actually view them on Yelp. Again, they're also on Instagram as well. I think that's really where their main page is that they post. I thought it was kind of interesting to, look at a place that offers some nutrition. They are located, there's still a fairly new place located in South Elgin, right near Dogtopia is where they're located. I know there were some empty lots there. Looks like they're starting to fill up here. So if you're interested, check it out. It's Encourage Nutrition. Encourage Nutrition recently opened. So we welcome them very much so. 576 South Randall Road in South Elgin if you want to give them a try. You can also check them out on Yelp. Yelp does offer, of course, some good reviews, also some pictures there as well. They do also offer, so like I said, they offer their bowls. So they offer acai bowls too, if you want to give those a try. They offer some good reviews here as well. And they said that it was, we have a user here that said it was a lovely experience. Staff is friendly and the place is ambient with conversation and music. Service was excellent. Our server was on it and was friendly and knowledgeable. So very nice. If you want to check out more information on this, you can check out their Yelp reviews or also view them, of course, on their Instagram page, which is Andy Renteria at Encourage Nutrition. So, and they also do have their number provided there too, featured on Google. And then I'm sure they'll probably maybe have a website up here too, or also just on Instagram as well. So that was kind of interesting. Good place to talk about here when it comes to nutrition. And if you want to check it out, feel free to view them on Instagram. I think I'm looking here at the Instagram post. It does look like that's what they're mainly geared towards is on Instagram. It does look like they also do have them available on Facebook as well too. So if you do want to check out their Facebook page, you should also be able to find that as well. The time is 10:46. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned.
The new novel, titled DUI Jury Trial, is the true story of two lawyers who defend a truck driver who is charged with DUI. If he's convicted, this truck driver faces a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a truck again. This 3-year legal battle culminates in a courtroom showdown, which involves the testimony of a DUI expert witness. This book, DUI Jury Trial, is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells. Visit the Milwaukee County Zoo this summer to enjoy so many species of fun. Home to more than 2,200 animals, representing over 340 different species. The zoo educates, entertains, and inspires. Stomp back in time with the zoo's summer exhibit, Dinosaur Discovery, sponsored by Sendik's Food Market. You'll be astounded by the gigantic and scientifically accurate animatronic displays. Touch, feel, and learn about the role of predators in the ecosystem. Running through October 5th. Visit milwaukeezoo.org.
Anderson Japanese Gardens, ranked the highest quality Japanese garden in North America and located right in the heart of Rockford. Their mission is to open minds to a different culture while offering a place of peace and tranquility where one can find healing, renewal, inspiration, and a re-energized soul. A premier destination for corporate functions, special events, weddings, and receptions. For directions, hours, and fees, visit andersongarden.org today.
The weather is getting better, and we know it's the time when ladders and DIYers come out. Before you start any new outdoor projects, ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any type of work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Bender Dental Care, located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Bender Dental wants everyone to be informed, appreciated, and cared for at all times. To prove it, they now offer a new patient exam for just $29. That includes consult, x-ray, exam, and cleaning. Let Bender Dental help you have healthy teeth and gums for a lifetime. Located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Visit BenderDentalCare.com.
All right. Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We hope you are enjoying the day so far. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. Should be a nice day outside. It is a nice day outside today. We hope you're enjoying the time here. Of course. Absolutely. Like I always say, of course, absolutely. So usually what I always say there, too. So there you go. So we'll continue on here. What we'll do is we'll continue on talking a little bit more about some things in the area. Now, something that I actually was able to find here too, because I think this is pretty important too, especially if you're looking for just a general list of deals and different specials that are going on as well. You can actually find some of these here. Of course, I've talked about this website before, but this isn't the one I'm talking about today, but I'll mention it anyways because it's good to look at. The St. Charles Business Alliance website that does have the happy hour hub, does tell the specials Monday through Sunday, all the time, different places within the area, talking about within the St. Charles area, different businesses and what specials they do have as well too. But there's a pretty popular website that a lot of people use. It's not sponsored here, but this is Groupon. So if you're looking for restaurants within the area and you want to find some extra special deals, you might be able to find some of them on Groupon, which is pretty cool. You can find different percentages off by using codes, promo codes. So this is a little bit of an extra way to help you save some extra money here too. Enjoying some American casual dining at Carpentersville. Maybe you want to go to Southern Bells, and they've got some codes that you can use on here too. So I'm just throwing this out there to let you know this is a good one to use if you want to do some extra, get some extra promo codes to use when it comes to dining. They offer some limited time offers here as well too. So all you have to do is look up restaurants in Elgin and surrounding the Elgin area, and you'll be able to find lots of good things as well here too. So definitely good to check it out if you would like to do so as well. So that's posted, of course, onto the Groupon here. Some other things, of course, here you can check out the weekly football contest presented by Rookies, All-American Pub and Grill. So if you want to check out that information, it's posted on our website. Of course, you can learn more information through that as well. This gives you an opportunity and a chance to possibly win a $25 gift card to Rookies All-American Sports Bar and Grill, also redeemable at Village Squire, Old Republic Bar and Grill, and also Alexander's Restaurant too. All you have to do is simply submit your picks via email to mark@WRMN1410.com each week, and the weekly winner will be announced every Wednesday at 8:15 a.m. on the First Shift Show on WRMN. You'll be able to download the pick sheets as well, the pick sheets, and then you can also email them as well too. Now, if you'd like to, you can also come in on Saturday from 9 to 12. On Saturdays from 9 to 12, it's when we're open in Redemption Center for Radio Shopping Show, but we also do have our picks sheets also on the list, also featured in Redemption Center too. So you can grab a list, of course, circle what you want there, and then throw it into the bin for the drawings on Wednesday. Winner will be announced and contacted by phone. Well, the following options for pickup, of course, pick up in person at Redemption at WRMN during Saturday business hours, or you can also have the certificate mailed directly to you too, if you would like. So there's a way to do it. Of course, please noting here that contestants are only eligible to win once every 30 days. So once every 30 days is when you're eligible to win. It's still good though. Still gives you a good amount of times to try to win some good stuff here. So very good. Let's see some things coming up here at some of the local libraries. Once we get into the 11 o'clock hour, of course, talk about National Day Calendar and some other things as well here too. So definitely stay tuned for that. Of course, here we have the Gail Borden Public Library posted yesterday about this. This is the 50 local authors that are going to be participating in this Sunday's Authors Fair and Children's Book Authors Fair. One of them could be your neighbor. Come find out. You never know. Absolutely. So that'll be coming up on Sunday. So some fun events coming up here on Sunday for sure. We did talk about some other things that are also coming up here too. You can still celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with Gail Borden Public Library. They have some exciting events and exhibits for your family to enjoy. They have a section in their library called Celebrating Our Roots, and it does touch base, of course, on celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. So if you want to check that out, that is available at their physical location. So you can find some good stuff there. They posted 15 hours ago onto their Facebook page. In September, 53 amazing library volunteers put in 550 hours of time to go towards the Gail Borden Public Library Foundation's book sale, which funds exciting exhibits and reading activities. So they want to say thank you to everyone out there who joined in, to the dedicated volunteers as well too, who were so lovingly dedicating their time and effort to their library and to the community. Very cool. So if you are interested in continuing on to volunteer, or maybe you want to be a volunteer yourself, you might even want to volunteer for exciting upcoming library projects like the Skeleton Trot, the Skeleton Race, the 5K race coming up in November. You can get more information at galeborden.info/volunteer is where you can find all that good information too. Of course, like I always say here too, you can always check out other libraries as well locally within the areas of the Fox River Valley, of course. Lots of fun activities coming up there too. You can even check out their Just In books and movies. So we'll talk a little bit about this here too, some of the Just In books and movies. They just recently got in because you can also rent movies at libraries too. They have Despicable Me 4 now available. You can also explore more, check out everything that they have to offer that is just in. So some of the newest additions that they've got, something for everyone. If you're looking for library of things, adult reading, youth reading, and anything in Espanol, they've got those there too. You can check out the Just In of movies there too. They recently just brought in the Crown, The Gilded Age, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, some other good ones out there too. Check out CSI Vegas. I mean, there's a lot of different movies and then also TV shows that you can also rent here too at local libraries. You can also check out things that are on order books. So if you want to do on order books, that list is there too. A lot of it, of course, you can also find them in Espanol as well too. If you're looking, of course, for anything that's related to Halloween, you can literally just type in Halloween in the keyword search. It'll come up. On shelf right now, they've got the movie Halloween that you can rent. Different books, CDs, copies, and more can be found on these local libraries. Talking specifically here about the Gail Borden Public Library. So, very good. This does wrap it up here for the 10 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley. Talk of the Town. Stay tuned for more. When we come back, we'll discuss here in the 11 o'clock hour a little bit more, of course, on the National Day calendar, days to recognize, days to celebrate, and to give notice to as well. So there's a lot usually out there on these days, especially during the fall time. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
This is Darian D. Silk Sims, the general manager of American Silk Radio. Are you looking for a place to broadcast your podcast? What about being on the airwaves? Well, this is the perfect place for you. We have incredible audio engineers that will do the heavy lifting that will help you to bring your dream to a reality. If you're ready to take a crack at being a podcast radio superstar, send us an email to americansilkradio@gmail.com. That's americansilkradio@gmail.com. Let us help make you a star, where it's always all silk all the time. This is Darian D. Silk Sims, the general manager of American Silk Radio. Are you looking for a place to broadcast your podcast? What about being on the airwaves? Well, this is the perfect place for you. We have incredible audio engineers that will do the heavy lifting that will help you to bring your dream to a reality. If you're ready to take a crack at being a podcast radio superstar, send us an email to americansilkradio@gmail.com. That's americansilkradio@gmail.com. Let us help make you a star, where it's always all silk all the time.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Bank of America Merrill Investments. There's a groundbreaking taking place on Friday. It's part of the expansion of the Elgin Sports Complex. It'll start at 11 a.m. at the complex grounds, located just south of U.S. Route 20 on McLean Boulevard. The expansion is aiming to improve facilities for sports enthusiasts and further bolster community engagement. The League of Women Voters from Aurora, Elgin, and Central Kane County are set to host a candidate forum on October 9th at Batavia City Hall. The gathering will allow candidates from Illinois' 11th Congressional District, along with various state legislative and judicial positions, to debate and present their platforms ahead of the November 5th general election. Elgin residents can now enjoy a more convenient leaf collection, as waste management will no longer require stickers for yard waste bags starting this month. Weekly collections will coincide with the usual garbage pickup schedule. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AB.
A truckload of methamphetamine disguised as a shipment of watermelons was seized at the U.S.-Mexican border crossing into San Diego, U.S. Customs and Border Protection said. Methamphetamine valued at more than $5 million was found August 16th when the cargo aboard a tractor-trailer from Mexico was unloaded for a detailed inspection, the agency said in a statement. Among real watermelons, officers found 1,220 packages wrapped in paper colored to look like watermelon skins. The total weight of the packages amounts to 4,587 pounds or 2,080 kilograms. Wow, there's a lot to unwrap here, besides all the packs of meth. Can you imagine the conversation that went into the scheme hatching plan for this? What about the conversation someone sparked that finally had them search the truckload of watermelons? There's no way I'm gonna believe that the Border Patrol found this truck the first time they tried this tomfoolery. I'm praying that there were no forest preserve barbecue functions that are cutting into these magical slices of watermelon. My personal biggest question, why didn't they just hollow out some of the watermelons? I'm Darian Sims, and this is how I see it.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Number 24, Illini football on the bye this week. They return to action a week from tomorrow at home against the Purdue Boilermakers. Illinois is 4-1 this season, 1-1 in the Big Ten. Purdue's lost 3 in a row. They're 1-3, 0-1 in the conference. Jason Simmons, the new offensive coordinator on an interim basis for the Boilermakers. Home game tomorrow night for Southern Illinois against Illinois State. SIU looking to step a 2-game losing skid. They're 2-3, 0-1 in the Missouri Valley. Illinois State 3-2 on the season, 0-1 in the conference. It's a bye week for number 14 Notre Dame football. They return to action a week from tomorrow at home against Stanford. Notre Dame's 1-3. Home game for the Bears this Sunday. 2-2 Chicago takes on the 1-3 Carolina Panthers. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week. Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze.
Available now on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes the backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended his case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety test as well as the breathalyzer tests. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcripts from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 11 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We are broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We've got some beautiful sunny skies now here, too. A little bit overcast earlier today, but it looks like that is starting to clear. We're starting to see the clouds start to kind of thin down a bit here as blue skies come around us here and grant us with beauty, of course, on the beautiful sunny day today. So a little bit, I would say partly cloudy outside today, a little bit more so mostly cloudy in certain other areas, but as of right now within downtown Elgin, it's kind of a partly cloudy, mostly partly sunny day so far here, and we are going to start to see it clear up even more prediction-wise here. Going to be clearing up a little bit more as we get closer into the afternoon time. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410. You can listen to us, of course, live through the AM 1410 dial. You can also listen to us through our website, WRMN1410.com, or you can also download the app, which is available for Apple devices on the App Store and on Samsung for Samsung devices and users out there on Google Play. Now, of course, we always like to go through the National Day calendar, informing you on days to recognize, celebrate, and to give notice to. We've got a couple good ones here recognized today on National Day calendar. Of course, I always like to also use here, too, the nationaltoday.com side of things as well, too. So we'll definitely make sure to check out that information for sure. So we'll take a look here. Some days that are recognized today. National Golf Lovers Day is today. So it's National Golf Lovers Day, recognized today, too. And this is on October 4th, providing an opportunity for golf enthusiasts to swing down the fairway at least one more time during the season. The season isn't quite over yet. However, of course, However, of course, we've got still a couple, a few times left over where you'll be able to do some golfing, of course, too. While celebrating the day, you might notice it's sometimes also referred to as National Golf Day as well. So you don't want to miss out on that, of course, when it comes to golfing, especially since we are getting closer into the chillier weather and season, but with the temperatures now here. So still kind of raining in the 70s and sometimes even going up into the 80s. You still have some time to enjoy that. Now, since 1952, the PGA has held a charity event each year for National Golf Day, which is held on different days each year. Now, here's some interesting things. The world's oldest golf tournament is the Open Championship. The first tournament played on October 17th back in 1860. Yes, 1860 at Prestwick Golf Club in Scotland is when where it was. In Ayrshire, I think is how it's pronounced, Scotland, and it's that was back in 1860. Now, it does say here you get into the United States. And the interesting thing here, too, is that if you look back in time, it does look like it does predate 1860. The Royal Gazette of New York City posted an advertisement for golf clubs and golf balls in 1779. That's very interesting. Let me see if I can actually find that on newspapers.com real quick here and see if that happens to be coming up. I have to sign in, darn. Okay, I'll have to maybe... But it does say here that they did reference golf clubs and golf balls in 1779. The Georgia Gazette in 1796 publishes notice of an annual general meeting for a golf club in Savannah, Georgia. It does say also here, quote, that golf became firmly established in the late 19th century. You get to 1894 delegates from the Newport Country Club, St. Andrews Golf Club in Yonkers, New York, as well as here too, the Country Club, Chicago Golf Club, and the Shinnecock Hills Golf Club, I believe is how it's pronounced, met in New York City to form what became the United States Golf Association. So that was back in 1894, it says here. You get to 1910 during the Edwardian era, and there were 267 clubs affiliated with the USGA. 1922 comes around here, and that's the flapper era. Walter Hagen became the first native-born American to win the British Open Championship. In 1932, 10 years later, there were more than 1,100 clubs affiliated with the USGA. By 1980, over 5,908 clubs were affiliated, and in 2013, a count of over 10,600 clubs were affiliated to the USGA. So we're seeing here, of course, golfing is a very popular sport. We, of course, have seen it on TV as well. We've seen, of course, a lot of very popular golfers out there, very famous golfers. Of course, one that I think everyone knows about, Tiger Woods. There's also some other golfers out there too, Dustin Johnson, and also Rory McIlroy. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. Phil Mickelson and some other ones out there too. He was a 6-time major winner as well too. So there you go. Of course, golfing is definitely definitely interesting sport. I like watching golf. There are a lot of people out there that do not like watching golf. They're like, it's like watching paint dry. I've heard that before too. I think it's kind of relaxing. I'm not a huge sports person per se, especially when it comes to watching basketball or football. I do watch football more so as just kind of in the background. But when it comes to golfing, I actually do enjoy watching golfing. It's kind of more of a relaxing thing to enjoy watching. But there are a lot of people who don't, they're a little bit more into the more rougher style of sports. That's totally fine as well. But I do like the little bit more of the relaxing side of things when it comes to sports, especially when it comes to golfing. So I don't watch golf a whole lot. I don't watch sports in general a whole lot. I'm much more of a movie person, YouTube person, where I just watch a lot of YouTube videos. But golfing, yeah, I do enjoy watching golfing. And that and tennis. Tennis is another one I enjoy watching as well. So, how to observe Golf Lovers Day today? Well, of course, go on out and play some golf. No matter what you do, include someone else in your endeavors as well, too. So there's lots of different golf courses that you can go to. We still have available online for Radio Shopping Show, Hilldale Golf Club of Hoffman Estates, if you want to check that out. Twin Lakes Golf Course, I do believe, is also still open, weather permitting, through till November, and then until the end of the year for Hilldale Golf. So you still have time to do some golfing if you'd like at a lot of these different golf clubs. I have to say here, too, if you're familiar with memes, here, go to National Day calendar and you go to National Day for Golfers Day. This man here, this is kind of like a stock image picture. I think he's a meme. I'm pretty sure he is. He looks very familiar to be a meme. I'm not quite sure. It could be. I have to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure he is. I think it's he's definitely, I think he is. I think that's the same guy. Does it look? I don't know. Is it? Yeah, that looks like the same guy for sure. If you're watching on YouTube right now, because he's a very popular meme. The awkward smiling old man meme. So I think that actually happens to be the same guy. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not. We shall see. I don't know. But that's National Golf Lovers Day today, recognized day. Today's also World Smile Day. Hey, there you go. The awkward smiling man meme. But you know what? If you have an awkward smile or a beautiful one, it doesn't matter. Today is a day to devote, a day to smiles and spreading random acts of kindness. Some benefits of smiling, of course, it improves your mood. I have to say, too, I usually, I try to smile a lot on the show here, laugh at things here, too, because it definitely improves my mood, gets me through the show for sure. It improves mood. It also can lower blood pressure. It relieves stress. It betters relationships. It boosts the immune system. It relieves pain and increases life expectancy as well, too. So who wouldn't want all those benefits? Absolutely. I've heard of people who don't like to smile just because they don't want to end up having wrinkles. I've heard that as a thing there too. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to get wrinkles eventually. Even I still have, I don't know. I don't have wrinkles really, but sometimes they're like little noticeable, in between the brow area. Anyways, I don't know. That happens, as we get older, it happens, and it's just part of life. So I'm still going to continue on to smile here. On World Smile Day, people worldwide are encouraged to do an act of kindness and make one person smile. So there you go. Yes, be a champion when it comes to smiling. Today's also National Manufacturing Day, the first Friday in October, recognized today, celebrating those who proudly stand behind our goods and services in America. In the United States, we continue to develop products and unlock new technologies, of course, as we grow our economy. Manufacturing businesses, they create jobs through entrepreneurship and also their competitiveness, revitalizing American manufacturing. More than 1,600 American manufacturers will open their doors and participate in National Manufacturing Day. They will take up the important work of inspiring our young people to pursue careers in manufacturing as well as engineering too. So today's science, technology, engineering, and math, those are the STEM program. The graduates will power the next chapter of American production and innovation as well too. My younger half brother Dennis is actually in college to do I do believe he's in college to do manufacturing. So that's pretty cool too. You can find local manufacturing events, explore innovative ideas, and also collaborate on new technologies. So it's, of course, a continuous of a growing field. Many young people want to, of course, go into the field, especially with technology on the rise, in definite help to help out with the manufacturing process as well. Definitely so. Another day that's also recognized today, too, is National Body Language Day. There's some other ones out there, too, we'll talk about here in just a bit. It's 11:18. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in, of course, just a bit. So stay tuned.
Join me, your host, Michael Francis Tuman, on my radio show, Chief Guard of the Republic, where we talk about all things national security and defense. Other topics will include personal security, safety, and dealing with law enforcement situations. Call in, ask me questions. I will get you answers. Every week, Saturday, noon until 1 p.m., here on Fox River Valley's 1410 a.m. WRMN Elgin.
At the law offices of Guthrie and Brady, we are dedicated to providing high-quality legal services at affordable prices. Whether you're dealing with real estate transactions, foreclosures, or will and estates, our experienced team, including Mary Brady, the happy lawyer, is here to help. With over 50 years of experience, you can trust that our attorneys have the knowledge and expertise to handle your legal needs. Our comfortable and welcoming office, along with our professional staff, makes it easy for you to get the legal guidance you deserve. If you're looking for expert legal services you can rely on, contact the law offices of Guthrie and Brady today. Schedule a consultation and let us put our decades of experience to work for you. For more information, visit gandblegal.com. That's gandblegal.com.
At Knucklehead's Trampoline and Indoor Amusement Park in the Wisconsin Dells, you're in for a fun-packed family experience. There's a bit of something for everyone to enjoy, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. A trampoline park, full arcade, cosmic bowling lanes, and many amusement rides located in their 80,000 square foot indoor entertainment facility. A great
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Stay tuned, of course. We're going to continue on talking more about the National Day calendar, seeing here specifically what we've got to recognize today. Of course, you can find all this information at nationaldaycalendar.com or also on nationaltoday.com. I like to use both of them here to give you the good vibes of the national days, of course. So if you are interested, of course, checking out that information is on nationaldaycalendar.com or also nationaltoday.com as well, too. So taking a look here, we also have National Body Language Day, the first Friday in October, recognizing the significance of nonverbal communication in your life. These are the silent messages you don't realize you're sending with your interactions with others. From a smile to a shoulder shrug, your body is revealing your emotions and thoughts. Now, here's a little history on this, too, in observance with nonverbal behavior. In 1872, Charles Darwin detailed his observations on this in his book called The Expression of Emotion in Man and Animals. He noticed both people and humans using body language to communicate. He says both people and humans. So I think that also means animals, too. Well, just in general, animals as well, to communicate. Long before Charles Darwin, primitive people relied on body language, hand motions and gestures, facial expressions, as well as paralanguage, grunts and sounds to communicate their needs, wants, and concerns. Depending on the signals, trust or distrust was developed based on body language signs, on those signs there. It definitely can be a form of survival when you can't use words. Your minute movements reveal your unspoken thoughts. There's definitely, of course, different forms of expressions and communications. When you wave your hand towards you saying, come here, or, stay back. Things like that, of course, that we all know and use, even if we don't even realize it too. It's just part of our daily life. Couples use body language as a silent communication to express their emotions for their partner. Parents use body language with their infants and young children until they can speak. Using facial expressions, gestures, movements, and speech sounds, babies communicate their wants and needs. In the same way, they can also read their parents' emotions to know when they're happy, sad, and or mad too. So definitely something that we use every day. It is recognized today. This is a way to take a look at the way that you might be, having your body language. I mean, even here talking on the radio, you can see it too. If you're watching on YouTube, I tend to use my hands a lot when I talk. It definitely, and I'm even thinking about why I do that too. Naturally, it's just kind of a way to kind of help me get through the conversation here too. And we even use different words too, like when I use that, or even when I do a little laugh in between, as I'm getting even more technical into things like that, just kind of ways to continue the conversation and speaking and things like that as well too. Same with, of course, hand gestures and things like that. I tend to use that sometimes, when I talk about the weather, I'll discuss here, of course, I'll move my hands, saying that we're going to be going through, I do my hand motion of we're going through the rest of this week. We're seeing, up and down, just kind of those hand gestures too, to kind of help to amplify the visual experience of being here on the air too. So there you go. Something we don't usually realize that we're doing as well too, but it can definitely help us as well as others too. So there is something to recognize today. Thinking about the conversation, what happens right before you notice the change. What are you seeing? Describe the feelings of different body languages that are shown in everyday life. Try using body language to emphasize your message or complement your words too. So just some things, of course, a lot of people use that, of course, we don't usually think too much about because it just comes naturally to us. Usually based off of what we have learned nurture-wise too, as well. Today's also World College Radio Day. Yes, that deserves a couple ring of the bells. Today, it is a celebration today of the impact that these stations have on other students and audiences. Absolutely. The day also invites new listeners to tune into the Experience College Radio for the first time and aim to raise greater international awareness for the many college radio stations operating worldwide. College radio stations worldwide play an important role in students' education, while also providing a diverse schedule for local news, music, sports, and also interviews as well, too. Donations and grants, not commercial funding, supporting the stations. College radio has the creative flexibility other stations do not. Those involved in its programming also believe passionately in its mission as well, too. Another unparalleled quality of college radio is the music it plays. College radio is the only free live medium brave enough to play unsigned local and independent artists frequently, too. Indeed, many famous and successful bands today owe their initial break to being played on college radio, actually. An important part of the media landscape because it also is unique and offers some fearless programming, too. So, college radio provides live local sports, variety of music, commentary, public affairs, talk shows, and even game shows as well. For students seeking a career in media or broadcasting, college radio offers an opportunity to develop experience in many facets of radio. As a result, they sharpen their skills, build their confidence while providing a service to their peers and the greater community. Something else encouraged today, too, that you can also check out are some great radio clubs. That's how my dad got into radio. He joined the radio club. Actually was the leader of the radio club at his college. So very cool. That was that at ECC? I think it was at ECC they hit a radio club. I think. I can't remember specifically. You'd have to tell me. But that was the radio club that was in college too. So very nice. Sonar here, of course, teaches a course at college, and he's had a lot of his students come into internship here at WRMN for even just for a little bit of time as well too. So that is a day recognized today, World College Radio Day. Absolutely awesome. So this and more can be found on nationaldaycalendar.com. That's nationaldaycalendar.com. Of course, you can also check out some of the famous birthdays recognized today. Many, of course, which are from older as well. Now, if you go to nationaltoday.com, they do have famous birthdays of people who are usually, living or have recently passed away. But if you go to National Day Calendar, you can actually find a lot of historical figures and their birthdays. Different illustrators, authors, publishers, priests and missionaries, mathematicians, and so much more. All of the artists, lots of different ones. Robert Lawson, born in 1892, died in 1957. His birthday's today. He's an American author and illustrator. So they do also offer birthdays, lots of birthdays of people who are no longer living. Karen Cushman is still alive. She's an American author. Her birthday is today. They have a whole list of places of people. Janis Joplin's birthday is today. Born this day in 1943, passed away in 1970, American singer and songwriter. Lots of other great famous people out there too, and maybe some of those who are not as well known. Got some good stuff here, so check it out. That's nationaldaycalendar.com, nationaldaycalendar.com. Of course, we also have National Today. There are some other great days that are recognized today, which we'll go through here in just a bit, because there's a lot. There's actually quite a few other ones out there too that are world days as well too. So stay tuned. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. So of course, stay tuned as we get out of the 11:30 or into the 11:30 segment. Stay tuned.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Bank of America Merrill Investments. There's a groundbreaking taking place on Friday. It's part of the expansion of the Elgin Sports Complex. It'll start at 11 a.m. at the complex grounds, located just south of U.S. Route 20 on McLean Boulevard. The expansion is aiming to improve facilities for sports enthusiasts and further bolster community engagement. The League of Women Voters from Aurora, Elgin, and Central Kane County are set to host a candidate forum on October 9th at Batavia City Hall. The gathering will allow candidates from Illinois' 11th Congressional District, along with various state legislative and judicial positions, to debate and present their platforms ahead of the November 5th general election. Elgin residents can now enjoy a more convenient leaf collection, as waste management will no longer require stickers for yard waste bags starting this month. Weekly collections will coincide with the usual garbage pickup schedule. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Curdan.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AB.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Number 24, Illini football on the bye this week. They return to action a week from tomorrow at home against the Purdue Boilermakers. Illinois is 4-1 this season, 1-1 in the Big Ten. Purdue's lost 3 in a row. They're 1-3, 0-1 in the conference. Jason Simmons, the new offensive coordinator on an interim basis for the Boilermakers. Home game tomorrow night for Southern Illinois against Illinois State. SIU looking to step a 2-game losing skid. They're 2-3, 0-1 in the Missouri Valley. Illinois State 3-2 on the season, 0-1 in the conference. It's a bye week for number 14 Notre Dame football. They return to action a week from tomorrow at home against Stanford. Notre Dame's 1-3. Home game for the Bears this Sunday. 2-2 Chicago takes on the 1-3 Carolina Panthers. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Febreze Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week, Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
All right. Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley. Talk the town. We hope you are enjoying your day so far. We are starting to notice the clouds go away, blue skies coming through, and sunshine shining down upon us on a beautiful day today. Yes. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday. We are creeping closer to the weekend. Now, of course, creeping closer like it's a creepy thing, but creeping closer to Halloween. For sure. Yes, Halloween. I'm not looking forward to it. Before Halloween, of course, we're creeping closer to Nightmare on Chicago Street, which I am very, very excited about that. Just submitted some information to Nightmare on Chicago Street, so we are hoping that they will be able to actually be promoting us, telling us, of course, telling you out there the different attractions and things within who's going to be featured there. So I did submit that information. The deadline was today. I submitted it, so I'm hoping that they'll be able to let people know, hey, we're going to be out at we're going to be at the studio here or Nightmare on Chicago Street. I am very much so looking forward to that. Now, of course, we're going to continue on here. Now, I want to hone in and focus on one particular day that is also a big day today, too, especially if you do love a nice sweet treat. National Cinnamon Roll Day is today. Yes, it is National Cinnamon Roll Day. That is a featured one today, recognized today on Friday, October 4th. A warm, buttery bun with sugar, honey, and cinnamon. Sweet treats are made these days. Who are we to disagree? Yes. Now on National Cinnamon Roll Day, held annually on October 4th, you can indulge yourself. We talked a little bit earlier about, of course, encouraging nutrition, the place in South Elgin, getting some healthier choices. However, of course, you can treat yourself to maybe some nice cinnamon rolls. I think a lot of people, of course, love cinnamon rolls for sure, and everyone has their special favorite. This day was first celebrated 19 years ago in Sweden, and the love for this day is just as sweet. All over the country, people bake and enjoy various types of cinnamon rolls on this day. Now, whether you buy them or bake them on National Cinnamon Roll Day, let the sweet times roll. Yes, absolutely. I remember that was pretty popular, I would say maybe in middle school, was 60-second cinnamon rolls. That was something that was pretty popular too. I mean, I even had a teacher that used to talk about how on the weekend I made 60-second cinnamon rolls, she would say. That was something that was pretty popular too. There are a lot of different places to get cinnamon rolls, and there's also some interesting different flavors as well too. So what I want to do here is talk a little bit about, and again, there's a lot of other national days today too. I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of different days, but I feel like talking a little bit more in detail on one day in particular might be a little bit more appealing. If you do want to check out all the other days that are listed, sometimes there's days where it's just, there's so much to talk about. But I'm just going to hone in here on the National Cinnamon Roll Day for a bit here. Now you can actually try different flavors of cinnamon rolls. So I took to Reddit here, took a look at Reddit under baking, which is a subreddit here. It's got, and also the top 1% ranked by size with 3.2 million members on Reddit. User 2 years ago wrote that they were making cinnamon rolls and they were trying to see if there were any successes with different flavor combos. Now, of course, you've got the typical cinnamon roll. You know, it's got the nice, it's got the cinnamon roll on there. It's got the frosting on there too. But some users on Reddit actually wrote some interesting ones here too. Now, some of the usernames I can't read here on the air. However, some of them do say some interesting flavors. You could do yuzu sesame chocolate. You could do a saffron pistachio pear. Another user said that they tried a matcha cream cheese coconut. You could even do garlic bread as a cinnamon roll too, something to try. You can try making a chicken parmesan sandwich out of them too. Tahini chocolate, cheddar and onion. So there's some interesting lists of different ones that you can try out here too. You can even try, instead of cinnamon, using chai spice as another option. You can do like a rose pistachio or a rhubarb clementine. So there's lots of different options out there too. You can submit different ones here too, asking those questions and answers on Reddit. So I thought that was interesting. Some good places to get cinnamon rolls. You can just look up places to get cinnamon rolls near me. There's a lot of good different places. Of course, when it comes to the bakery goods, Sugar and Rhyme offers large cinnamon rolls that you can get. Now, you can try that there too. They're a pretty good place. Sugar and Rhyme at 203 East Chicago Street. I've had their latte before, and their blueberry muffin is very good. I almost got a cinnamon roll because they look very tasty for sure, and you also get a big portion size there as well. Some other places that you can get some delicious cinnamon rolls within the area at 270 North Grove Avenue. You can head on over to Rollin' Donuts Cafe as well too to get some of their cinnamon rolls for sure. Herb's Bakery in Elgin does also offer their cinnamon rolls. You can try some at Cinnamon Pancake House. They also have really good cinnamon rolls at Southern Bell's Skillet. You also get a nice size cinnamon roll there too. I used to go with a couple friends in the past, and usually we would get a side of a cinnamon roll to all share. So that was pretty good too. You can find some other ones in Schaumburg. There's actually a place known for cinnamon rolls called Cinnaholic. Cinnaholic is located in Schaumburg, and you can check out their info on their website, and also, of course, on different other platforms too, like Yelp and other reviews. Now, Cinnaholic in Schaumburg offers cinnamon rolls, but they are actually known for vegan options. So they're actually known for some of their vegan options here too. Their bakery is proud to serve, quote, create your own cinnamon rolls and other sweet treats made from scratch. They include brownies, cookies, and edible cookie dough. All of their products are fresh baked and 100% vegan, dairy and lactose free, egg free, and cholesterol free as well too. So these are for those of you out there who maybe want to try this. It's gourmet cinnamon rolls. It's Cinnaholic, but all of it is dairy and lactose free, 100% vegan, egg free, and also cholesterol free. They also cater to all events, large and small, including weddings, conferences, and conventions too. So if you want to check them out, they are specializing, of course, in cinnamon rolls. They offer pumpkin spice rolls, cinnamon apple cobbler roll, pumpkin bread, and more. Now, they do have different locations here. You can find it in Naperville as well as Chicago on North Milwaukee Avenue and South Canal Street. So they do have a couple different locations there as well. They're actually based as an LLC in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you want to check out more information, it's cinnaholic.com. Check out their cinnamon rolls on National Cinnamon Roll Day today. Of course, you can also bake and make your own cinnamon rolls to your own liking with your own ingredients. But if you want to try some unique flavors of cinnamon rolls, which I like to talk about too when it comes to the food and restaurants, when it comes to things that maybe you might not be as accustomed to different flavor-wise. You think of cinnamon rolls and you think, the general cinnamon rolls, but if you want to try something unique, Cinnaholic has some good ones here. They have a shake, rattle, and roll, which includes their peanut butter frosting topped with homemade peanut butter cups, fresh bananas, and pretzels. You can try their s'mores cinnamon roll is another option that they have. If you want to add some edible cookie dough to your cinnamon roll, I'm sure you can also top it up there too. On top of cinnamon rolls, they also do offer brownies, cookies, bite-sized baby buns, which almost look like the top of it is like a cinnamon roll within kind of a muffin style too. Actually, that's what it is. They're mini cinnamon rolls. That's cute. I like it. They've got theirs and includes one frosting of your choice too. They've got Cinnacakes, cookie cakes, chocolate chip cookie dough that's edible, and more. So if you want to check out that, that's cinnaholic.com. Sounds pretty good on National Cinnamon Roll Day. Now you get, of course, into the history of cinnamon rolls and the delicacy and delectable, delicious treat that they are. Rolls from Egypt to China in 2000 BC. There's some evidence to show that cinnamon rolls are imported from Egypt to China from monarchs and royalty. The commoners could not afford them. Philadelphia-style cinnamon rolls is born in the 1700s, including honey, sugar, cinnamon, and raisins. All things nice. That's what these rolls are made of. You can also enjoy, they enjoyed some treats during the costly post-Great War treats. Cannonball is created in Sweden after the war, but the cinnamon and also cardamom, is that how I pronounce it? I don't know what that is. Cardamom is so expensive that few can afford these sweet treats. So that was in Sweden. I'm actually not quite sure what that is. Let me see. Oh, it's a spice. Okay. Cardamom. I've never heard of that before. A spice made from seeds of several plants in the family Zingiberaceae. I don't know. They're native to the Indian subcontinent and Indonesia. Interesting. I'd never heard of that product before. That spice. America's first Cinnabon store. Now they have good cinnamon rolls here too, especially when it comes to their cinnamon roll iced coffees. The first Cinnabon store opens in Federal Way, Washington. The rolls become popular very quickly. One thing I always enjoyed going to when I was in high school and college was, which of course is no longer at the Spring Hill Mall, loved going to Cinnabon and getting a Cinnabon coffee and maybe even a cinnamon roll too. That was always very good. So you can still find lots of different places, of course, that offer cinnamon rolls, or even just make it for yourself on the National Day today. Yes, happy National Cinnamon Roll Day. The time is 5:45 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick timeout pretty soon here. When we come back, we'll discuss a little bit more. Again, you are listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We hope you're enjoying the show so far. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit. Adrenaline Monkey is located inside the Life Zone 360 building on Route 72 in West Dundee. Release your inner wild child at Adrenaline Monkey. It's the area's highest octane indoor adventure center. Perfect for the whole family too. Adventurers of all ages can try Ninja Warrior obstacles, rock climbing, vertical adventures, and aerial course. Adrenaline Monkey can also host your organization's team building programs. Half day and full day sessions are available. Visit adrenalinemonkeyfun.com/WD.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org. Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better. Check with the BBB first because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Bender Dental Care, located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Bender Dental wants everyone to be informed, appreciated, and cared for at all times. To prove it, they now offer a new patient exam for just $29. That includes consult, x-ray, exam, and cleaning. Let Bender Dental help you have healthy teeth and gums for a lifetime. Located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Visit benderdentalcare.com.
Crime is up in Illinois, and I'm not sitting back to wait and watch dangerous, radical left policies destroy Kane County. I'm Andrew Sosnowski. I have over 35 years of experience with prosecutions of crime, advocating for victims and children. I will root out the causes of crime and be the lead county prosecutor who will fight for our freedom, safety, and security. Vote Andrew Sosnowski for Kane County State's Attorney. I'm Andrew Sosnowski, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Sosnowski for Kane Committee.
Beef Villa is a family-owned restaurant that has been in business for over 50 years. With homemade recipes made with quality ingredients, Beef Villa's great service and quality is served hot and fast. For the menu, catering locations, or for an application to join the Beef Villa team, visit beefvilla.com. Saturdays mean cruise nights, weather permitting, on Spring Street in South Elgin. Visit beefvilla.com.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. The time is going by here as we get closer to the 12 o'clock hour, and we're seeing some beautiful sunny skies. The clouds are still continuing to kind of thin down a little bit, move away as the blue skies above us begin to be more seen and sunshine pouring down. A nice sunny day outside today. And of course, we got national days here. We talked about National Cinnamon Roll Day today too. There's also some other days that are also recognized today as well too. If you want to, pardon me, check out that information. It can be found on nationaltoday.com, nationaltoday.com. We do have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN. Hi, you're on with WRMN. All right, we're going to drop you there. If you want to give us a call back, again, 847-931-1410. Don't forget also here, we're going to be in our Tradio segment coming up at around 12:30 or once we get afterwards, after the bottom of the hour news and messages as well. Then we'll go into our Tradio segment. So if you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in. You can also text the Image 360 number or also email me too if you'd like to do that. I'll just quickly run through some other days that are recognized today as well as some weeks. This week, now till October 10th, is World Space Week. Yes, it is today in nearly 100 countries across the globe. World Space Week is the largest space event yet put into place to celebrate the benefits of science and technology to human society. Based on resolution made on December 6, 1999, the General Assembly declared World Space Week. Many benefits of the human race receives from space, and this holiday is here to educate everyone about them too. I have to say, growing up when I was a little kid, I absolutely loved all things space and galaxy. I love like galaxy music there too. Sometimes when it comes to like going on YouTube and trying to find galaxy music, the best way I can describe it is kind of like a sci-fi sounding of music, or it's very galactical, something that you would usually hear in like the older educational videos on space from like maybe the 70s and or 80s that are very relaxing, by the way, to listen to as well. That older voice, talking about the cosmos and things like that too. And it's just relaxing. And there's some of that galactical music in the background is actually very relaxing. Nowadays, you see a lot of that on YouTube, but it's more so geared towards like modern galaxy music, which I actually prefer a little bit more of the older style of music of like from the 70s or 80s. That's a little bit more kind of sci-fi. It's got like, like a galactical sound to it. It's the best way I can describe it. The best type of the best way I can also describe it too is if you are familiar with Space Mountain, the ride at Disney World and Disneyland. If you hear the music in Space Mountain, that's the kind of music I like, where it almost sounds alien-like too, but not in a creepy way, in a very relaxing way too. I love listening to those. And that was something that I enjoyed too. You heard a lot of that at the Museum of Science and Industry and the Kids Science Museum that I used to go to as a kid too. I had a couple birthday parties there too. You'd always hear music like that in the background in the space area too. So that was always fun. I mean, I actually had a kind of a space themed room when I was a kid too. I had glowing stars on my ceiling as well. I had like a solar system that would spin around. So it was like I don't think it span around, but it was like it would like go out, if that makes sense. Like it was like kind of like a display, and it would like light up, and that was a lot of fun too. I enjoyed that. So I enjoyed all of that very spacey type stuff when I grew up as a little kid too. Now, the evolution of World Space Week was set in motion in the 80s, in 1980 to be exact, when the World Space Week Association started organizing a comparatively small space event called Space Week, which featured the celebration of the first moon landing every July 16th through the 24th. Today, they oversee an international team of national coordinators who arrange events within their own countries. They aim to enlighten people about the benefits of space and build their interest through participation using World Space Week as the crown piece. And again, there's definitely a lot of interesting things that you can learn about space. So happy World Space Week, becoming official in 1999. So it is World Space Week. Some other days that are also recognized today as well: Improve Your Office Day is a day. It's Kids Music Day. Kindness to Animals Day. It's also Manufacturing Day as well. We did talk about some other ones: Cinnamon Roll Day, Golf Lovers Day. There's also it's National Vodka Day. Nice bottle of vodka, yeah. So that's today, National Vodka Day. If you want to have a nice vodka, and the vodka actually has its roots. Has its roots. I said it in Russia. And they have the roots in Russia, the word voda, which means water. Although Russia and Poland have a fierce rivalry over who actually invented vodka, it's rumored that the drink was first produced in Russia in the 9th century. Today, vodka is the most widely consumed spirit in the world. Despite me being mainly Russian, I do not care for vodka, which I think maybe is a good thing. I don't know, but I don't really care for vodka. I'm much more of a sweet wine person. So it's National Vodka Day. It's World Habit Day as well. And then there's also some birthdays as well. Buster Keaton's birthday is today. Dakota Johnson's birthday is also today as well. Dakota Johnson, I didn't realize her grandma was Tippi Hedren, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, her grandma's Tippi Hedren. She was in The Birds. I didn't realize that. I had learned that actually a couple days, like last week. I don't know how it came up, but Dakota Johnson, she's a good actress. I've seen her in something too. Derrick Rose's birthday is today as well, and then some other ones as well too. So some good ones out there when it comes to birthdays. Good celebrations all around. So if you want to check out more information, that is on nationaltoday.com. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. If you want to, of course, check out our website, we are WRMN1410.com. WRMN1410.com is the website to go to. So if you want to check out our weekly lineup, that is also available to check out too. We've got here the first shift from 6 to 10 a.m., Out to Lunch from 10 to 1, Democracy Now! From 1 to 2, Fox Valley Afternoons from 2 to 6. We are going to be having today from 2 to 4, it is Dino's Night Out. So it's a new show on Fridays. It's a very relaxing show. Looking forward to it. He's going to be having Maria Compata on here, director of the Parks and Rec for Elgin, to talk about the groundbreaking event that's they already had the ribbon cutting here. So for the $21 million project for the sports complex. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up later today during the 2 o'clock hour. 2 o'clock. Should be a good time. This does wrap it up here for the 11 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, of course, we'll discuss things that are happening in the area. I'm also going to touch base with you on what is happening at local theaters. I like to do that here too, to inform you on different theater productions that are coming out as well too. And also when I talk about that too, it sets reminders for me to also try to reach out to them in case they want to do interviews, because there are some things that are coming up that I am hoping to have them on the air for as well. We had the Children's Theater of Elgin recently, not too long ago, a couple months ago on for the performance of The Prom. They're having another performance coming up in November as well too. So stay tuned for that. Again, you're listening to WRMN. We'll be back in just a bit.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display? At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions, they have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Cintas. Naperville gearing up for a festive weekend as Naper Settlement is hosting its annual Oktoberfest starting today and continuing tomorrow. The event promises a variety of traditional German cuisine and an impressive selection of beers inside a giant heated tent. Get more information at napersettlement.org. In a ceremony held October 2nd, Kane County welcomed 11 new volunteers to its Office of Emergency Management. These dedicated individuals took the oath to protect and serve the community in times of crisis. Under the guidance of OEM Director Scott Bajecki, the volunteer team is set to contribute over 13,000 service hours this year alone. The South Elgin Pumpkin Patch Festival is set to take place from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday at 50 West State Street in Elgin. It features
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information. Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Number 24, Illini football on the bye this week. They return to action a week from tomorrow at home against the Purdue Boilermakers. Illinois is 4-1 this season, 1-1 in the Big Ten. Purdue's lost 3 in a row. They're 1-3, 0-1 in the conference. Jason Simmons, the new offensive coordinator on an interim basis for the Boilermakers. Home game tomorrow night for Southern Illinois against Illinois State. SIU looking to snap a 2-game losing skid. They're 2-3, 0-1 in the Missouri Valley. Illinois State 3-2 on the season, 0-1 in the conference. It's a bye week for number 14 Notre Dame football. They return to action a week from tomorrow at home against Stanford. Notre Dame's 1-3. Home game for the Bears this Sunday. 2-2 Chicago takes on the 1-3 Carolina Panthers.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Well, I do now.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by
Wake up, Fox River Valley. WRMN AM 1410 is shaking things up with a brand new weekday lineup that'll keep you informed, entertained, and engaged. I'm Marky B, WRMN Program Director and host of The First Shift, inviting you to start your day with The First Shift from 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Larry Jones, Jakes, myself, and the entire First Shift team bring you the latest local news, entertainment, and, my favorite, more to kick off your morning. Then it's out to lunch with Matt McNeil from 10 until 1 p.m. Tune in for your midday fix of news, interviews, community happenings, and of course, the legendary WRMN Tradio Show. In the afternoon, join us for Fox Valley Afternoons from 2 until 6 p.m. Tammy and friends will chat lifestyle from 2 to 4, while Sonar and his crew dive into politics and news from 4 until 6. Plus, get to know the movers and shakers of the Fox River Valley with exclusive interviews, too. Don't miss out on our new local lineup that's tailor-made for you. WRMN AM 1410, the talk of the town. Tune in and turn it up.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Your local radio station for arts and entertainment, news, and what's happening in the area here. And, of course, with WRMN, what's happening in the Fox River Valley and with WRMN. As, of course, we are broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. We tell you what's happening in Elgin, what's happening in St. Charles, what's happening in Bartlett, what's happening within the Fox Valley. Yes. Very nice. Happy Friday, everybody. It is now the afternoon time, so we are in the 12 o'clock hour, which of course means we'll go through some things that are happening during this week. And as we are getting closer to the weekend, which is already starting tomorrow, you definitely want to, I guess you could say, Philip, I was going to say bury your calendar. I meant to say fill your calendar with some fun options to do here. There's lots of things to do within the Fox River Valley. And coming up today already at 3 o'clock is the downtown Elgin Market. So you don't want to miss out on that as well. I know I said I was going to be going another time. It was like a couple weeks ago. I was going to stop. Maybe I'll stop by again today. I say that and then I forget, of course. But I'm hoping to get some more pastries. If Linda's listening in here, Linda, my mom loves the pastries that you sell. So if I can remind myself to stop on by, then I will definitely do so to get her some good pastries. Because my mom's like, get those pastries while supplies last because they're so darn good. And today's the second to last day to get to go to the downtown Elgin Market. So it's today. It's going to be from 3 to 7 o'clock. And then the last day will be October 11th. That'll be next Friday, also from 3 to 7 o'clock. So putting that information out there, of course. Let's take a look at some other things that are happening in the area. What do we have happening here in a lot of different places? Well, I also have to say here, too, I haven't really touched base a lot with Oswego, Illinois. They are still considered within the Fox River Valley. And I want to touch base on them, see what they've got happening here in Oswego, because there are a couple different things. Go on their Facebook page and check it out. We'll also check out their OswegoIL.org website as well, too, and see what they have to offer. So we're going to be going a bit more down south a bit from the still within the Fox River Valley in Illinois here. So we've got some things coming up here in Oswego, Illinois. I've been to Oswego before. It's a nice town to go into. So we'll take a look and see what they have to offer within the area. So we'll definitely take a look at that too. They also have Fox Valley Magazine posted on here, which of course I always like to talk about. Let's see what's coming up here in Oswego. They have an annual Fox Fall Fest coming up here October 6th. I'll share the screen for the YouTubers out there, people watching on YouTube. It's the annual Fox Fall Fest. It's Sunday, 2 to 8 p.m., and it's October 6th. So So it's going to be a good time. That's at 354 Main Street. That's located in Oswego. Let's take a look and see what they have to offer for the Fall Fest, the Fox Fall Fest. Let's take a look and see. So you can join them for the annual Downtown Oswego Fox Fall Fest this Sunday, October 6th. It actually says from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it is from 9 a.m. to 3. For some reason, it says 2 to 8. So it's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Is when it is. Now, what this is going to be including, of course, is bounce houses. You're going to be seeing bounce houses, pumpkin house, activities, music, food trucks, craft market, plus so much more. Also, stores and restaurants will also be open there too. So you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. The annual Fox Fall Fest in Oswego coming up this Sunday at 9 a.m. They're also going to be having some crosstown exotics, reptiles with them too, with his amazing reptiles. Globby the Bubbler is also going to be back with his bubble creation too. If you want to check out more information, it's Fox Fall Fest 24 .itemorder.com. So that's their website to go to. If you want to check them out this year, each child has the option to purchase their own activity bag to help make the Fall Fest a hit. Each activity bag consists of an activity bag craft kit is going to be featured, a mini pumpkin to decorate at the pumpkin decorating station, and a ticket for face painting. Pre-purchase online to save an extra $1. They will be $8 purchased the day of, which is today. So that's the deadline. The deadline is today. It's coming up October 6th. So the deadline is today at 11:59 p.m. So if you want to check out more information, I recommend visiting their Facebook page, Fox Fall Fest. You'll be able to find the link. It's the first thing, one of the first things that comes up on their posts. They posted this a couple days ago as a reminder. You can pick up your tickets and activity bags at the Fair booth, or the Flair booth on October 6th at the Fall Fest, located near the bike rack, it says. Now, a portion of the proceeds go to support the Oswego Downtown Association to help with future events. They want to thank everyone for your support and looking forward to seeing you at the fest on October 6th. They've got these cute little activity bags, great for the kids to enjoy too. They have a raccoon, they have a fox, and also a squirrel as decoration there. That's cute. That's cute for the kids to enjoy. You should have a good time. If you want to check out more information, that's posted on their Facebook page. You can also take a look at the sponsorship opportunities, which I'm sure have already all been covered. A lot of those have been covered already. You can check out other things related to them too under the Fox Fall Festival. So that'll be coming up in October, on October 6th is when that's going to be. You can also check out things happening within the area. They've got some things posted onto Fox Valley Magazine's What's Happening in Oswego, Illinois. So actually, when you click on Fox Valley Magazine from the What's Happening in Elgin, Oswego, I'll actually tell you the group posts on what Fox Valley Magazine posted specifically for what's happening in wherever it might be within the Fox River Valley too. So that's a way to kind of compile the posts together. So if you're looking for only things that are happening maybe in Oswego, Illinois, by foxvalleymagazine.com, you can follow through that link on those pages to find it. Hopefully that makes sense. Trend and Relic is having here for Friday and Saturday today. They are having a special vintage shop hop, which is today and tomorrow. So it's currently happening now until 5 p.m. You can save 10% off most items in store. If you want to check them out, they're at 1501 Indiana Avenue in St. Charles. That is Trend and Relic, an original company with retro, authentic style for sure. Absolutely. And of course, lots of those items are used items, so it is very good, of course, as a recycled item to give it new life. So they have that going on right now. Trend and Relic in St. Charles has some specials going on for the vintage shop hop, which is today and tomorrow. It's happening right now till 5 p.m. and tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., saving 10% off most items in store. You can also find out other things as well. Don't forget to get your tickets for Nightmare on Chicago Street. NightmareOnChicagoStreet.com is the website to go to. We are very much so looking forward to that event, a huge one coming up on October 19th. We have here 15 days away. Now, coming up tomorrow, it'll be 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks away. So that should be fun. It's 15 days away, 3 hours, 22 minutes, and 10 seconds away. They've got their countdown. So if you want to check out more information, it's nightmareonchicagostreet.com. That's nightmareonchicagostreet.com. Very much excited for that event. We're going to be here at the station broadcasting from 5 to 9 o'clock. 5 to 7, we're going to be hoping to maybe conduct some interviews because we're going to be out at the station. So we're hoping to maybe conduct some interviews with some of the attendees, all dressed up in costumes, do some fun interviews. It's going to be a very fun event as well, too. And then we're also going to be playing some nice tunes during that time, too. The 7 to 9 with CD Showcase with Court Stevens. So get some fun tunes also out on the airwaves during that time as well. So definitely looking forward to it. We hope you are, too, of course. It's a huge event. NightmareOnChicagoStreet.com is the website to go to. Taking a look at the time here, it's 10:16. We'll take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 in just a bit for more information on things happening locally within the Fox River Valley. Stay tuned.
Located in the heart of Wisconsin Dells on beautiful Lake Delton, the Delton Oaks Resort offers a classic Wisconsin family vacation. It's an on-the-lake experience with available cabins, villas, and studio condos, all with home-style comforts and amenities, and extra space for family gatherings, reunions, and small groups. With a private sandy beach and dock, you can splash around, swim, and boat to your heart's content. There's a pontoon boat, kayak rentals, fire pit and barbecue grills are available for use for registered guests. Book your stay and enjoy all the ultimate Dells experience with bonus passes to Noah's Ark Water Park. From s'mores to oars, Delton Oaks Resort has something for everyone. Visit DeltonOaksResort.com. That's DeltonOaksResort.com.
Roll into Bolero in Algonquin or Roselle and wake up with a story to tell. Bolero is bowling, gaming, dining, and nightlife with a twist. Score a sweet deal every day of the week and save big by checking out the daily deals online. Team up with your friends and hit the lanes by forming your own social club. Clubs offer lively competition and laid-back fun for everyone. From beginners to pros, make new friends, bowl, and hang out at a happening place. Visit Bolero.com. Beef Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com.
Welcome to the brand new Avid Hotel, Wisconsin Dells Lake Delton, where the essentials are done right every time, all while in the water park capital of the world. Make a splash at Noah's Ark, America's largest water park, or at the Land of Natura, Wisconsin Dells Natural Water Park experience. Family fun at Knucklehead's Trampoline Park, and enjoy train-delivered food at Buffalo Phil's Pizza and Grill. Start your day with our free all-around breakfast featuring rotating hot items and freshly ground premium coffee right here in the lobby. And a 24/7 fitness center. The new Avid Hotel, 1273 Kalahari Drive, Wisconsin Dells. Call us at 608-404-7600 to book your next getaway. 608-404-7600. Once again, that's 608-404-7600.
I want to assume that it knows more than I.
All right. Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. What happened was we played Talk time with Tammy live stream just for a second there. What it was because I had ended the video here. So it's, the music. It ended. I needed to restart the video and I didn't. So there you go. I was like, what was that? It almost sounded like a Kamala Harris campaign when I heard it in the speaker. I was like, what? Anywho, so welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Let's take a look and see what else we've got coming up here in the near future. Because, of course, we touch base with things that are happening within the Fox River Valley. There's lots of things happening, especially for the fall time. So let's dive in and see what we have coming up here in the near coming days. Maybe even some things, of course, happening today. Yes. Let's see what we've got here. So taking a look at what's happening in Elgin, we've got here, let's see, we've got, daily specials. Let's take a look here. If you go to Johnny's Supper Club, this is a place called Johnny's Supper Club, and it's located at 1250 Bowes Creek Boulevard in Elgin. Right now, they just posted their weekly specials. So let's dive in and see what they've got for some delicious meal options. So they have a lunch special going on now until 3 p.m., which includes their beef brisket sandwich. Now, what this includes here is a nice slow-cooked beef brisket. You get the homemade Blue Moon barbecue sauce. Ooh, that sounds good. Crispy onion straws, and also here coleslaw on a brioche bun served with French fries for $12. So they do have that special going on right now. They also do offer some all-day specials. You can try their mushroom bisque soup. You can do a cup for $6 or $7 for a bowl, which of course is just $1 extra to get more bang for your buck that way. You can also try the charcuterie boards, offering a lot of delicious options on there too. You can try their braised lamb shank risotto, which is slow braised lamb shanks over garlic parmesan risotto. So they have a special there too. They offer their pan seared wahoo. You can try their bourbon tenderloin tips and more. So you can even do a homemade pumpkin cheesecake with caramel sauce, whipped cream, and pecans. That sounds like a very delicious treat. So that was posted on What's Happening in Elgin on Facebook, and that is the Johnny's Supper Club. That's at 1250 Bowes Creek Boulevard in Elgin. If you want to check out more information, johnnysupperclub.com is the website to go to. They're open now until 9 p.m. So they're open now till 9 p.m. Got a nice website to go to, good, delicious offerings to enjoy, and something for everyone there. Saturdays and Sundays only from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. They are now serving breakfast. So they also do serve breakfast now too. So if you want to check out their breakfast menu, that's good to take a look at. They also do offer game day specials during games Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. They offer boneless wings on special, pretzel bites as well too. You can even do some chili specials. They offer homemade chili and half-price pizzas for build your own or specialties. And you can even ask about their drink specials too. So that's posted on their website. That is johnnysupperclub.com. Something happening here in the Elgin area under What's Happening in Elgin. I did mention here the annual Fox Fall Fest in Oswego, Illinois. They've got some other things also coming up here too in the area. Different games that are coming up here. Oswego High School today at 5 p.m. has their Kendall County Take Back the night. They also have the Mighty Mites Soccer at Prairie Point Elementary School will be coming up tonight as well. You can also check out other festivities as well coming up here. Tomorrow, 1 to 4 p.m., they have something called Afternoon Arts and Crafts. This is called Pick Your Project Workshop. This is at a place called Board and Brush Creative Studios. So if you check it out, it's Pick Your Project Workshop. This gives you the opportunity, well, to pick your project. If there's anything that you might like to do, check it out. They've got some upcoming workshops here too. So they have one coming up 6:30 to 9:30 tonight, as well as on Sunday the 6th from 4 to 5:30. Now, if you do want to check out something else fun, they have something called the Witches Night Out, which is Wednesday the 9th from 6:30 to 9:30, which is where you can wear a witch's hat. And they also do have a free bonus sign if you do that. That sounds good. There's still 10 seats remaining with 8 booked. So if you're looking for a fun way to connect with family and friends, this is a popular do-it-yourself DIY workshop and create your own unique wooden sign. You can find more information that's also posted onto their website too. That's boardandbrush.com. And again, a lot of other things there too. Talked about the annual Fox Fall Fest in Oswego, which is a lot of fun. They've also got some other special events that you can take a look at in Oswego. They've got their event series for 2024. If you even want to go later into the holiday season of Christmas, they offer something called their Christmas Walk. Now, I'm not one to usually talk about Christmas stuff at this time. I'm very much so in the Halloween season. But if you do like to prepare early there, that'll be coming up here Friday, December 6th from 4:30 to 8:30. You don't want to miss out on this Christmas walk. Christmas walk. I almost said Christmas like how I say croissant. Christmas. Croissant. Christmas. They also do offer their community. The community yard sale happened in June. Let's see what else they've got going on here too. Village of Oswego has some other events. I know October 12th. Okay, here's something here. October 12th from 2 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. They have a Pouring for Pink breast cancer benefit concert presented by TR Miller Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, featuring Billy Elton, a tribute to Billy Joel and Elton John, as well as a tribute to ABBA, which is Dancing Queen. Yes. That'll be coming up October 12th. October 12th, that's on a Saturday. You can get tickets online. Venue1012.com is the website to go to, and that's where they're going to be. So should be a good time. You can check out more information that's posted onto their website. That's Venue1012 is where they're going to be located. And they're located at 1012 Station Drive in Oswego. Also wanted to talk a little bit about here too, going through some of the upcoming events within the area for the theaters. So some theaters are doing some events here too, some different performances. I also wanted to talk about those here with you as well. Coming up here, November 14th through the 17th at the Hemmons Cultural Center, you can enjoy Annie Jr., which are now on sale. This is coming up November 14th through the 17th, so about a month away or so from now. And it's Friday and Saturday at 7:30, and then they have their Sunday matinee show at 2 p.m. This is a rating of G, so it's a rated G show based on the popular comic strip and also adaptation of the Tony Award-winning Best Musical. There's a beloved book and score by Tony Award winners Tomic Meehan, Charles Sprouse, and Martin Charnin. This is Annie Jr. featuring everyone's little favorite redhead orphan, their very first adventure. So it should be a good time there. I'm hoping to bring them on for an interview. We'll definitely reach out to them. You can buy tickets on their website, cteelgin.com. Again, that's cteelgin.com. For more information, you can get their tickets. And we'll take a look and see if they do happen to have them available, which they should. We'll see the prices so I can tell you about that. So it looks like for adults, it's $16 for adults. For students, it's $14, as well as for seniors and also for children as well. Please note that on certain show dates, ASL interpreters will be provided. If you have ASL needs, please email their office to purchase a ticket at their ASL section. All sales, of course, are final. You can go to their website to get tickets online. It does show you everything on their stage, where the main floor is and where the balcony is and what is still available seat-wise in rows. So if you want to check out the seating there, select them, you can feel free to do that. That's on their website. It's actually ticketpeat.co. So it's kind of like a subcategory website that it transferred to purchase those tickets. So that's something that's coming up here. That's at the Children's Theater of Elgin. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening here with the Children's Theater of Elgin / Fox Valley Theater Company, check out their website, cteelgin.com. They consist of so many very talented students for sure that I've met personally as well and had on here on the air, and that we've had on the air multiple times in the past as well. So that is cteelgin.com. Again, cteelgin.com is their website to go to. We are heading on into the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. Of course, when we do come back, we will officially be in Art Radio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in to 847-931-1410. You can also text your information to the Image 360 info number 505-926-1410. Or, of course, you can also email me too, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com. Stay tuned.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Cintas. Naperville gearing up for a festive weekend as Naper Settlement is hosting its annual Oktoberfest starting today and continuing tomorrow. The event promises a variety of traditional German cuisine and an impressive selection of beers inside a giant heated tent. Get more information at napersettlement.org. In a ceremony held October 2nd, Kane County welcomed 11 new volunteers to its Office of Emergency Management. These dedicated individuals took the oath to protect and serve the community in times of crisis. Under the guidance of OEM Director Scott Bajecki, the volunteer team is set to contribute over 13,000 service hours this year alone. The South Elgin Pumpkin Patch Festival is set to take place from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday at 50 West State Street in Elgin. It features face painting, pyramid of hay, pumpkin painting stations, and at 10 a.m., a costume pet parade. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Baseball playoffs on Thursday. The Mets rallied to beat the Brewers 4-2 to advance to the National League Division Series. Pete Alonso ripped a homer in the ninth. It was a 3-run shot off closer Devin Williams to give New York the win. They move on to a best-of-5 division series starting Saturday in Philadelphia against the NL East champion Phillies. The NL Central champion Brewers, who made their 6th playoff appearance in 7 years, still haven't won a playoff series since reaching Game 7 of the 2018 NLCS. Zach Wheeler starts for the Phillies tomorrow. The Mets haven't announced a starter. Other games, the Tigers visit the Guardians. Detroit hasn't announced a starter. Cleveland will go with Tanner Bibby. Garrett Cole starts for the Yankees at home against the Royals and Michael Wacha, while the Padres send Dylan Cease to the mound against Yoshi Yamamoto and the Dodgers.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week, Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
right. Welcome, folks, to Out to Lunch. And, of course, also our Tradio segment. Yes, we're officially now in our Tradio segment, folks. So if you are interested in calling in today to the show, that's 847-931-1410. Again, the number to dial here, live in Studio 14, is 847-931-1410. If you are looking to purchase and buy, if you're looking to get rid of and sell, if you're looking to get rid of and trade, or also to announce an event or something going on here in the area, maybe an event you're having, maybe it's a garage sale, maybe it's a estate sale, or an event happening within the Fox River Valley area, feel free to call in, of course, here to announce it to the Fox River Valley area with Tradio. If it's got to go, post it on Tradio. Of course, we do have some announcements here when it comes to Tradio. I'm also bringing up here, too, the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, that's 505-926-1410. That is Image 360 in South Elgin at 506 Sundown Road. Open now till 5 p.m., creating custom signs, graphics, and displays that'll enhance your business's images. Check out more information at image360.com for their South Elgin location. That is Image 360 South Elgin, your one source for custom signs. Very nice. That is, of course, you'll be able to do that through our Image 360 number, 505-926-1410. Of course, also 847-931-1410. We do have a caller on hold here. We'll take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hi, good morning, Max.
Oh my goodness, hello. You know what? Derica, I'm gonna put you on hold real quick because I do have to go through Tradio because we're in our Tradio segment here. So I'll put you on hold real quick and then we'll talk a little bit later. So I'll put you on hold real quick here because I want to go through some of the Tradio announcements here because we have a lot today, or a couple others that I also wanted to announce as well here too. So going through some Tradio announcements here, we'll start off with one that actually was sent to me via text. So we do have a Tradio caller here who is looking for a part-time janitor job for quality carpet cleaning. If you are interested, or if you happen to know of a place here, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-697-9228. Again, 847-697-9228. So I'll put this down for today here too. So they're looking for a part-time janitor job. And again, that number to dial is 847-697-9228 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here going up the page. This is Wood by Jeff, located in Elburn. He has some free items for sale. He's got garden stakes, canning jars, and fishing lures. He also has aromatic cedar wood, scrap pieces, some shelving boards, concrete boards, as well as some good firewood too. He also has some nice walnut, oak, and cherry lumber that he's planning on selling too. He also has those window screens that are adjustable for free. And he is still looking for a place for his shop in Elburn or Naperville, but he's open to different possibilities. Feel free to reach out to him, 630-365-9488. Again, that's 630-365-9488 is that number to dial. Taking a look at the messages on the Image 360 info number posted by Mark here about the Fish Fry Friday. Yes, it's Fish Fry Friday, and it is still going on here until 1 p.m. and then later tonight, 4 to 7 o'clock. So you might still have a little bit of time here if you want to get their fish fry today, serving it now till 1 o'clock and then back again 4 to 7 o'clock. They have their baked haddock orders that'll now be available during both meal servings with the understanding that there may be longer wait as they prepare it too. So if you're interested, come on in for their new beer battered haddock along with some great options. This is at, of course, American Legion. I meant to say that. American Legion. That is at 820 North Liberty Street in Elgin. That's American Legion, Post 57. You can contact their number for more information at 847-741-8143. Again, 847-741-8143. Available for dine-in and carryouts that are available. They hope to see you soon. That's coming up. That's happening now till 1 o'clock and back again 4 to 7 o'clock tonight. Should be a good time. Very much so. So thank you to Mark for posting that. Let's see here. We've got some other things as well coming up here. Let's take a look. Going up the page. We've got some other Tradio callers here too. Let's see here. We have a Tradio caller has a 1972 jukebox for sale. Needs some work. $150 for it is the asking price. Also has a sit-down slot machine that's double diamonds, takes quarters and pays out in quarters too. Looking for $200 on that. If anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to him. 847-8813. Again, that's 847-8813. Another Tradio caller here is looking for a used Toro 721 snowblower. So if anyone has this used Toro 721 snowblower, that number to dial is 224-305-4017. Again, that's 224-305-4017. Another Tradio caller here has a friend who is selling a truck, a 2006 Ranger for sale, a must sell. It's $1,600 or best offer, so they did update us on that information. I know they started off with $2,000 or best offer and then $1,800 or best offer, now down to $1,600 or best offer, and also willing to trade a must sell, looking to sell it pretty quickly here. There's a little bit of rust on it, but still pretty good. It also has a toe on the back, toe on the back as well. So if you want to reach out to them, that number is 847-354-8854. Again, 847-354-8854. Another Tradio caller here has quite a few DVD collections for sale. A full Mary Tyler Moore Show collection, the full 7 seasons of Gilmore Girls, as well as here, A Year in the Life included in that as well. The first 4 seasons of the show Castle, and also the first 4 seasons of Boston Legal. She also has a beautiful Yamaha keyboard for sale. It has the stand and also the instructions to come with it, asking $200 for that. If you are interested, feel free to reach out to her. She also does have 2 cemetery plots in Lakewood Cemetery for sale. She is moving and won't be able to use them. That number to dial is 224-508-5532. Again, that's 224-508-5532. And her name is Maggie. Calling here, 224-508-5532. Another Tradio caller here. This is Northwest West calling in about the fundraiser, the raffle fundraiser for St. Mary's. 10 tickets, they're $10 a ticket, not 10 tickets. $10 a ticket with the chance to win those drawings. And the one grand prize drawing will be at the end of the year, $1,500 grand prize drawing. All winners are returned to the drawing, and of course you can win multiple times as well. If you're interested, feel free to give them a call or a text. That number is 630-817-8880. Again, that's 630-817-8880. Another Tradio caller here has an adjustable twin XL bed for sale. Also has the remote that comes with it as well. $200 for it. If you were interested, feel free to reach out to her. That number is 847-830-7199. Again, 847-830-7199. Another Tradio caller here has rifle, pistol, and shotgun reloading equipment and supplies. If you want to reach out to him, that number is 847-341-8546. Again, that's 847-341-8546. Another Tradio caller here has some plus-size dresses, pants, and shirts. They're ladies, 3X and 4X. If you want to give her a call, might be a nice gift for yourself or someone else there too. That number is 847 533 4673. 847 533 4673 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here also has 2 cemetery lots in Chapel Hill Garden West in Oak Brook. He is looking to sell them. They've never been used. $3,500 for both of them, and it also includes all transfer fees. If you're interested in reaching out to him, that number is 630-202-0800. Again, 630-202-0800. We do have a caller on hold. We'll take it to the phone lines here. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hi, good afternoon. I was just wondering when your redemption center was open today and tomorrow.
So we're not open today. We're only open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
9 to 12. Okay. And if I do need to call the office, I know the ending is, isn't it 7070?
It's so the number is 847-741-7700.
741 is the prefix. Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, sounds good. Thanks again for calling in today. All righty, bye-bye now. Yeah, so if you would like to call the office number, it's 847-741-7700. If you would like to be directed to me, my extension is 104. So my extension is 104. If you'd like to speak with me, absolutely, you can feel free to do that as well. Taking a look here, also, we've got some other Tradio callers that have called in within the past couple of weeks, so we'll continue on talking through that too. We've got here Lawnmower Chris has the 2010 Town and Country engine and transmission. It's a 3.8 liter. The transmission is a 62 TE transmission, 6-speed. It's 151,000 miles, pardon me, on there for sale. Looking for interested parties. Feel free to give them a call. That number is 630-901-1100. Again, that's 630-901-1100, asking people to throw reasonable offers out there too. And then we also do have Motorcycle Tony. He's looking for those motorcycles, dead or alive. He's got cash in hand and a trailer for transportation. He also has a VW bus from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Oh, I'm sorry, he's looking for one. So he's looking for one from the 60s, 70s, and or 80s. And then he also has a friend who is looking for a small house, roughly 1 to 2 bedroom home in the Fox Lake area or also McHenry. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-335-3312. Again, that's 630-335-3312. The time is 12:47. We're going to take another quick time out here. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN and, of course, our Tradio segment. So, of course, stay tuned.
Overtime. You want to work less of it. So you need your crop protection to work more of it. When you add Tapran or Last Chance Pro adjuvants from CHS, they will. Designed for maximum efficacy, Last Chance Pro improves the uptake and translocation of herbicides, while Tapran helps activate herbicides for better performance against tough-to-control weeds. Ask your local CHS retailer how Tapran and Last Chance Pro adjuvants can put your crop protection to work.
Thanks for listening to WRMN 1410. Don't forget to join us every day for our Comfort Keepers feature. Comfort Keepers is a leading provider of in-home non-medical care for seniors and other adults in need of assistance with daily activities. Again, listen daily at 7:25 a.m. for our Comfort Keepers feature. And thanks for listening.
Political party poopers got you down? Shake it off and join me, Dennis Sonar Green, every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show, where we cut through the doom and gloom with a focus on America first, constitutional values, and a populist perspective that puts you, the citizen, at the center of the conversation. At WRMN, the talk of the town, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring you the straight talk you need. Whether you're frustrated with the political establishment or looking for a clear, some nonsense analysis, this show has you covered. Tune in. Let's take on the issues together with a fresh, unfiltered approach. Catch us every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN, a political talk show. WRMN, the talk of the town.
Go out for Chinese tonight at the China House, 1900 Sycamore Road in DeKalb. Enjoy a platter for two, which includes Shanghai shrimp rolls, beef teriyaki, crab rangoon, spare ribs, as well as chicken wings and shrimp. The China House also offers all Chinese favorites, as well as sushi and hibachi, plus American food and ice cream. Try seafood, beef, chicken, sushi, and more from their most popular buffet items. Let China House tempt your taste buds. Call 815-748-0032.
B-Lux Bar and Grill Wisconsin Dells is the quintessential American grill and bar, with refined rustic cuisine and award-winning libations. Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. B-Lux Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. It has become a beautiful sunny day outside today. Earlier today, it was overcast and a little bit chilly, which I do like the chillier weather here. But as of right now, within the area, temperature-wise, as we get the sun coming out through here now, the clouds starting to go away. We are seeing our temperatures now at 71 degrees. So still nice temperatures. I don't mind it being in the early 70s, actually. I know I'm like, oh, I want it to be super cold out. No, I definitely prefer this over something that's like, 10 degrees once we get into the winter time where we get like negative degrees. I'm like, no, thank you. So I'm not complaining at all. I do love the fall time, of course. I don't mind it being a little bit warmer, just not like in the 90s in October. I think one year we had, and I was like, are you kidding me? Seriously? But this weather is very nice. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today. Go outside and enjoy the weather and just, it's World Smile Day today. Have a smile too, Absolutely. So if you want to continue on, of course, messaging us here, 847-931-1410 for Tradio, also through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. That's Image 360 located in South Elgin, your go-to place for business signage. Very nice. We'll see some other things here too. Of course, there are still some good places that are offering some different shows, which I did want to talk a little bit about here too. We've got here the Paramount Theater located in Aurora. They have their Bold series, so they offer single tickets that are on sale right now too, if you want to check that out. They've got some good things coming up here in the near future. You can check out shows and events. It's on their timeline on their website, ParamountAurora.com. We'll see what they've got. So when it comes to their theater at Paramount Theater, they offer two different categories. They offer their Broadway series and their Bold series. So they're two different series, sometimes going at the same time. And then they also do have $1 Million Quartet, which is still playing as well. The Full Monty is going to be done playing October 6th. So if you still want to have a fun show, it's for adults, but it's the Full Monty. It's still going on now until October 6th. So there you go. That's going on now till October 6th. They started in August, and they're still going on now too. So if you want to buy tickets, you can check out more information on their website. And they're still going on until October 6th. So they have one tonight at 8 p.m. They have one tomorrow at 3 p.m., as well as at 8 p.m. tomorrow on Saturday, and then two shows on Sunday. They have a 1 p.m. show and then a 5:30 show. So you still have some time to check them out. Good availability on all of them. Excellent availability on Saturday at 8 p.m. So that's on ParamountAurora.com. That's their website to go to. If you want to check out their Broadway series, more information on Broadway series, which the Full Monty is part of the Broadway series, that's listed under, well, their Broadway series. Now, of course, you can also check out other things coming up here in the future. When it comes to their Broadway series, the next thing, their next lineup is going to be Disney's Frozen, the Broadway musical. That'll be starting October 30th, and that'll be going on through till January 19th of next year. So this is what we're seeing here for the rest of this year of 2024 for their Broadway series. Now, if you go under and find their Bold series category, they have going on now through till November 10th, an Act of God. So they're going to be having that performance where God dishes it all out, delivering the rewrite of the ages with snarky social commentary for our amusement. And then, so that's going to be for their Bold series for the rest of the year. And then you can also look at next year's Bold series and Broadway series featured on their websites of Paramount Theater. $1 Million Quartet is also still playing here too. They started all the way back in July. July 10th is when they started, and they are still continuing on now too. They're going all the way through till, it looks like here, December 29th. December 29th is the last show at 5:30. And the thing is, too, is if you actually look at their availability, some of the shows, even later into the year, towards December, have limited availability, which means people have already been buying tickets for a couple months in advance as well, too. So if you want to check out all that information, it's posted at, under the events page on ParamountAurora.com. So that's ParamountAurora.com. They've also got some other things coming up here. Of course, we talked about the Egyptian Theater, or no, we didn't talk about Egyptian Theater. I meant to say the Children's Theater of Elgin. Children's Theater of Elgin is another one that we've got Annie Jr. coming up. So good time. We've got about 2 minutes left here. I know I have a caller on hold. We'll take it to the phone lines. Hi, Derica. How are you today?
I'm good. I think I fell asleep earlier.
Oh, did you fall asleep? I thought so, because I know that you called in and I heard a TV in the background or radio, and I was like, oh, I think she fell asleep. So
yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
No worries there. We have a couple minutes left here, but got any fun plans today?
Not really. Just have a quiet day here at home, and it's starting to warm up here. And yesterday, when treatment was finished, I was sitting outside waiting for the taxi to come pick me up. And I was talking to a couple of other people who were outside as well. There was a husband and wife, and the wife was a patient in the hospital. And they were just sitting outside getting the fresh air. And there's, while we were sitting outside, 2 4-wheel drive vehicles with ribbons tied on the front, white ribbons tied on the front, because they're for a wedding.
Oh, nice. That's always fun.
Yeah, and they came up to the hospital because there was another lady in the hospital who couldn't go to the wedding, and she was a patient at the hospital. She was in a wheelchair, and then 2 young girls with their mum, I think, walked in. They walked up to where the other rest of the group was, and they were dressed in white, these 2 young girls. I think they were part of the bridal party. And they just had photos taken, and they stayed with that group for a little bit, and then they left and they went off to the wedding. It must have been on a farm or something, because these vehicles, they weren't just like fancy cars, they were 4-wheel drive vehicles.
Well, awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm glad you were able to witness that, and congratulations to them out there, too. We are going to wrap up the show, Derica. Thanks so much for calling in. I'm going to let you go, and we'll be back with more local programming. This does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch with WRMN. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a spectacular weekend.